Not yet.
Could have won, but they didn't. Right? Okay, then. That's their problem. A whole bunch of mothers would have won, should have won, could have won, but they didn't. Right?
Many traits, a master of nothing. We know you don't know nothing about boxing.
Champion of the world, Mike Tyson. Then I'll illustrate my reign with bloodshed and pain. Then everybody will fear me. That trembling bone.
He talks too much, he's ugly, he's pretending I'm the true champion, and they make me the underdog. I'm gonna show them all they're wrong, because I'm the champion. I'm the real champion. There'll never be one like me.
They don't want no confrontation. I don't know, don't be a fighter, you don't want no confrontation. No.
Friday night, it's 10 o'clock. Y'all know what that means. Time to talk this boxing shit with the angry white man. If you're easily offended, this is not for you. If you're glazing average fighters that are overachievers, this definitely ain't for you. So check any bitch ass feelings at the door and give it up for the angry white man, D1 and William Oldskool.
Yo, the JBT is back at you with another raffle. This time we'll be giving away an iPad, 10th generation iPad, on entertainment in the pocket of your hand. So you wonder, how do you get this iPad? It's only $10. We're giving away block specials for all our prizes this time around. $10 per entry, 3 entries for just $25 to get you in this time. Who don't love a block special? Not only are we giving away an iPad, but it's more gifts. Who don't love gifts?
Not only an iPad, but Kenichi Bear headphones and an air fryer. I don't know why the commercial cut off, but it did. 3 for $25, just like a block special. What up, family? I had to pay a little bit of bills. Welcome to the Angry White Man. I'm D1. That's my player partner, Old School, aka Raging Cajun. Thank y'all for showing up to another one of these. What's happening? How y'all doing tonight, man?
What's up, everyone?
What you eat your food? Do what you got to do. What up, all things?
I'm good. I mean, I'm finished.
Oh, you good? You good?
I'll sculpt that shit down, bro.
Just like a dog, you know what I mean? What up, all things?
Great.
Family, AMC, FSG. I'm a fucking brand new member of the FSG. I've always been AMC, big AMC, hence the name. You know what I mean? Cash Crypto, what up, OG? Well, you're not really. Yeah, we're about the same age, so you're still my homie, though. Send me that email. I'm waiting for it. I don't even really know how to check emails, but I'll figure that shit out, though. Skywalker, what's happening? Touching clouds and shit. Washing windows, being all dangerous. Fucking crazy amounts of feet in the air.
That's my skywalking brother there.
No doubt. Touching the sky, you and him. I go up in the heights, but I ain't going in that shit without a lift. Yeah.
Everybody, in a little while, we're going to drop a link, but it's for Crush, the legend. He's coming through.
Is he? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I just talked to him.
Crush my guy, bro.
Hell yeah, another angry dude.
Oh yeah, grumpy. Said grumpy, but I'm disappointed I didn't get to link up with him in Philly and shit when we did the meet and greet. Hopefully we'll get to do another joint in Philly, but too bad everybody protecting fighters and shit. just because they don't like Eddie Hearn. But we'll get into that in a minute. You know what I mean? Fucking KB, Just Do, what's popping, family? How you doing? He says, what up to both of us? Thanks for stopping through. You already know we appreciate you, dog. Talib Cunningham, what's up, champ? Appreciate you. You already know. Marquis, AMC, FSG in this bitch. DAZN driving us to steal fucking fights. And I'm gonna, we're about to get angry in this motherfucker. But what up, Marquis? Appreciate you. You know what it is. All right, I think that's everyone. Oh, wait a minute. Female Fight Fan, my favorite. And not to mention the #1 moderator in the world. Like, it's not even close.
Talking lovely.
Hit the fucking like button. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we definitely back. BN, what's poppin', OG?
My hometown guy.
Looks like everybody's uncle, including mine. Go figure. Go figure. Nah, you don't look like my uncle, but fuck it. Tim Layton. So he's a mild-mannered but can get pissed off white guy. It's my guy, my fucking family member, JBT.
Gert.
What's happening, Miss Joette?
Matthew Bishop.
Hey, Matthew Bishop's fucking a real one. I can never not say that. This is my motherfucking guy right here.
Miss
Shout out
Joette.
to you, Matthew. Shout out to you, dog. Real supporter. You know what I mean? Good looks, homie. Thanks for showing up. We appreciate you. Hopefully we can entertain y'all motherfuckers tonight. Andre Noble, what's up, champ? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You already know what it is. Gertz, the motherfucking typo king. That's who I am, dog. I got a typo in the motherfucking title. How about that? What up, Gertz? Thanks for stopping through, homie. We appreciate you. Dude telling me I could change the autocorrect. I said, man, I don't even know how to I wouldn't even begin to know to where to. I'll just keep typoing. You know what I mean?
Good
Thanks,
line today, Just Do.
Appreciate you. Yeah, great build today, Just Do. I just don't say much, man. I ain't trying to say what's up to 1,000 people, so I'll just be in that shadows, lurking and shit.
Yeah, I'm just talking.
In the back. Yo, salute to everybody in this motherfucker. I got a smile on my face right now, but that's probably gonna change.
Yeah, that won't last.
All right, man. So we got some shit to talk about here. First I want to talk about DAZN. I ain't got too many clips for that shit, but we're gonna do this shit without less clips this time around. The only reason I got so many clips is because I'm not on a fucking computer, and you got like the phone don't have enough compute and power for stream. Even though I pay for this fucking app, and then he sent me an email today talking about 88, and now you can do this and that. I don't fucking even use your full services that I pay you $58.99 or whatever the fuck the bill is for this thing every month. I get pissed off every time my phone reminds me, you just paid StreamYard $58 for what? One time a fucking week? It's not like I'm on this bitch going live every fucking day. Fuck out of here with that $58 bill. Fucking downgrading immediately. I might even just go to the free shit. I don't know yet, but I damn sure ain't paying 88. Like, you know what I mean? 1 cent over $59.
You try to take an inch and they trying to shove a mile on you.
Like, we got a new app. What, motherfucker? I barely scratched the surface of using this version of it. How you going to try to upgrade me and shit and just send me an email? And I'm a non-emailing motherfucker. I barely even know how to read the motherfucking things. Let alone
Bro, you know how it works. Oh, do we have a sucker on the line? Let's see if we can get some more money out of him.
Hey, man. Maybe we
Ashley's calling. Hey, darling.
Might do something. But I don't think there's much difference between the $58 a month version of this fucking cornball app. I don't even know why that just happened. Oh, I put my headphones.
Marquis, we just penny pictures, bro.
Listen, bro. How you just gonna update some shit, slide an email in, and then that's good? What? I ain't paying you motherfuckers for last month's bill, let alone next month's bill with some extra dollars on it. Fuck out of here, StreamYard. But we got some shit to talk. Like, all right, this is what's going on. Like, $15 for the Anthony Joshua fucking Triple D fight. It's a great fight. Like, first of all, don't think what I'm saying. Like, I don't enjoy the fights that Turkey's putting on. I don't enjoy the fights that Eddie's putting on. I do. And I pay $30 a fucking month to DAZN's fucking bank account, straight from my bank account, month in and month out. In fact, I've had this fucking app so long, it was $8 when it first fucking started. So, DAZN, you're going to have to do better and tell me, what the fuck do I pay you $30 a month for if you're going to try to charge me Anthony fucking Joshua and Triple D during the afternoon during fucking college football season, bro? Where? How? Who the fuck? In America? $15 extra? Yeah! Fucking A, that means we're up to $45 this month. And then wait a minute. Doesn't fucking Buddy that just announced the fight with Cordina, don't we got to pay for that one too? What the fuck? FSG.
Right, you know how it works.
FSG, homie. I'm canceling the fucking app tomorrow. Once I make sure this jailbroke Fire Stick fucking works. I already know it works, but I just don't know when my homie's going to come back and pick it up and drop a good one off. But I'm definitely canceling that motherfucking app. Soon as I get confirmation that my Fire Stick is fucking broke out of jail and somebody's looking for his ass. We're out of here, DAZN. Fuck you. Okay? You're not going to ask me for another $15 motherfucking dollars for this one and then this one and then hit me on the back end for a 30 piece. Fuck you. Not a single chance. Nah. Yeah, you know what I used to do as a kid? I used to sell drugs. I used to fucking do all sorts of crazy shit. And I know a scam when somebody's running it. And got all these fucking goofies on Twitter acting like fucking Turkey Al-Sheikh is the savior of... What? Where? Who the fuck tries to charge us for a fucking England fight in the fucking UK, $15 in prime time on a fucking Saturday, on fucking rivalry week? You ain't getting not a single penny from nobody.
Crush is in the building, my guy.
Crush, what up, OG? Hold up, give me a second. I was in the middle of fucking about to go.
Crush, we're going to drop the link in a minute, my guy.
Yeah, I'm going to drop that shit in a second once I figure it out. I know
that's only for Crush.
Anybody who wants it. I see who's coming up here. You just can't come in until I'm done fucking yelling and screaming for about 30, 40 minutes. You know what I mean? I got you, OG. Hold up, Crush. But yeah, man, anybody that's like jumping on the fucking bandwagon of this guy, of Turkey Al-Sheikh, like he's the savior of boxing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't this fucking guy say he was coming in to make the best fights and I'm the savior of boxing? We just lost a big fucking fight because Eddie Hearn in Boots couldn't muster up another fucking dollar for Brian Norman's extorting bitch ass that wouldn't take the biggest fucking offer he's ever had. And now we got other YouTube fucking channels out here changing the fucking rules of what is a duck and what is not a fucking duck and who should have accepted and why would he accept if he goes to fucking Philly. Fuck out of here. Brian Norman will never, and I repeat, fucking never, get an offer from a welterweight fucking champion for anything fucking close to that. Your son is not a good fucking fighter. He gets punched in his fucking face too much. You better hold on to that fucking belt. Fuck. That's some crazy shit. Got people out here acting a fucking fool because Brian Norman will come on their fucking YouTube channel. I'm sorry. Stay your bitch ass in fucking Atlanta. Don't ever come on this fucking show because you won't like what the fuck you hear, you fucking duck. And anybody backing that shit, you're a bitch ass too. You ain't got fucking no business in this fucking sport. Fuck out of here.
Hacker, what's up?
Okay, my bad. Let's go. Let's get that. That's what I'm talking about. I was watching an intense football game, high school football game, where they still actually.
It's like this, and I said this.
It's
before.
crazy, bro.
The man look, he had the fight lined up already. He's talking with Boots like, yeah, I'm taking that fight. Yet the moment they make an offer, which the first offer was what, $750K, which is more than he's ever made, they turn it down. Then they come back, they give him another freaking offer. He turns it down. They get all the way to 1.7, and he still turns it down. I want to know where he's going to get that kind of money in the near future. And the best part is, there's a damn good chance he loses the fight coming up. And if he does, he's got no chance of making shit after that.
Do they know, like, listen, the objection of boxing is to get that fucking belt. No matter if you went to Santillian's fucking house to get it, wherever the fuck you went. All I know is this, buddy. You're on fucking YouTube talking about, I ain't never looked at Boots as an op. I ain't never seen him as competition. But now that I looked at him as competition, oh, well, yeah, I mean, he ain't punching like that. He ain't punching like that. No, he ain't punching. What the fuck? Why didn't you take the offer then? Huh? I'm a road warrior. I'll jump. I'll come right to Philly. As long as you give me an extra $500,000 so I can clear taxes and my son can walk away. After we pay the cross promotional fees, that's $300 there. It ain't nobody's fucking fault.
Bruh, I kind of wish Eddie would have came up with that extra money just so he would turn it down again and we could, and it would have happened.
Listen, man. Throughout the history of boxing, like, I don't know where fans are losing where the fuck this sport is built on or how we get fights. Fights are made when offers are fucking accepted. 3 offers went out. 3 denials went back. Now you got fucking YouTube channels jumping out the fucking window, losing all credibility as anything you had with me before. So anything that I respected out of you before has now changed with the rules of a fucking duck. They must have forgot all this Errol Spence and Bud Crawford fucking wars that we've been through years and years of fucking YouTube. Like, come on, man. I don't give a fuck if this guy's giving you a fucking interview or not. I don't even care to talk to the fucking guy because you don't sign on the dotted line and you're out here on fucking YouTube acting like you're a killer, like you'll fucking beat somebody's ass. If that was really the case, my guy, you would have fucking signed the dotted line on the second offer. And I don't blame any fucking champion going to get their fucking dough. I really do not. I want Brian Norman to make $100 million fucking dollars. But in this case, when boxing should be put first, and I get it, you don't want to go to Philly and all that. And then you say, keep the offer, we'll go to Vegas. You know that's an unreasonable fucking thing to say. You know why the offers were sent out as beefy as they were. And Boots, by the way, took half of his purse to give to fucking Brian Norman. Everybody's leaving that out now because Brian Norman Sr.'s out here on YouTube fucking acting, giving you interview after interview, and this guy after this. Man, fuck out of here with that soft ass shit. If you really were about that life, you would have signed on the dotted line. What up, OG Crush? How you doing tonight, champ?
What's going on, D1? What's up, old school? What's up to the almighty chat, man?
Yeah,
hey, man, it's an honor to be on here with you guys, man. So when y'all sent the invite, I said, no doubt I'll be over here with the 2 cats that's not your average white band. Listen, let's talk about it. So, this is how I feel about this Brian Norman shit. What happened to the storm in Norman, the coming storm of Brian Norman? And then that's all I heard was a bunch of Philly haters and boot haters talking all this trash, trying to get in my ear and disturb my fucking groove about some damn Brian Norman. I don't give a damn about none of that. Rumble. I'm from that era, man. We don't do that talking unless we macking ladies. Other than that, man, we ain't talking. We getting that shit on. That's the era I'm from. That's the way I stand. So if you say I'm in a time fucking castle, stuck in the fucking past, good. But guess what? In the present, I might whoop your ass. So that don't even matter. But here's the thing. The boy doing a whole lot of pump faking. Somebody played Duck Alert by Craig D. There's a whole lot of this shit going on in boxing. You got dudes that should be getting Oscars and Grammys for putting on a great ass fucking act. They acting better than Denzel and Samuel fucking Jackson because they put on an act like they really want it, and they get everybody talking, oh yeah, he really want to smoke. And then when the opportunity comes, they come with this pricing. Let's take it back to the basics, ladies and gentlemen. Just because you're a fucking champion doesn't mean you're going to have money. It doesn't mean that your stock is going to rise. If you've been following boxing and studying the history of the sport, there was a lot of poor-ass champions. There was champions that never even made fucking money. What are these pacify-ass young bucks talking about? But just because I'm a champion, my stock automatically goes up. No, the fuck it don't, dude. Who the fuck did you beat to become that in order to say that shit is in play? Not over here. And none on the chat should be going for this bullshit. But if you're going to defend it, come now. And I would serve you well. And then you would leave with a better mind of thinking. But I'm sick of this bullshit. The guy hit hard. I don't care. Whoopie does.
You're breaking up a little bit, OG.
You're going to find out how hard they hit if they don't tell them between the ass crack. You know, they when they get the chance, they tell them between the ass crack. And this is the whole situation, so I don't care about how hard somebody's hitting. I'm looking at the way that he's moving. This is some soft ass shit. Show me what you got. Public Enemy said that shit.
Like
I don't want to hear none of this shit. All these bruises talking is nonsense. Rumble. Everybody's scared of my man Tank. Everybody Tank don't want to fight nobody. Yeah, but look, the shit is right there for him. He's willing it and nobody don't want it. I don't want to
Me neither, bro. You ever recall a time in boxing where the cash cow, the guy who can change your fucking life, been struggling to find a fight? I can't remember that. I've been around.
Because back in me and Crush's days, guys fought each other. Flat out, they fought each other. They didn't walk away from fights. They didn't walk away. I've listened to Tim Witherspoon on Bruce Gas channel talking about the little tiny bit of money he used to take just to make fights. What happened to those days, bruh?
I don't know, man. These boxers think they're professional athletes or something. It's kind of crazy to me. What do you think?
No, they think they're supposed to be paid, all of this giant money, and they're not worth it. Come on.
Bro,
Brian Norman got basically, he gets this belt. Now he thinks just because he's got a belt, he's supposed to make huge freaking money. And as far as the fire you were talking about, Crush, evidently Boots is a freaking fire truck and put that fire out.
Hey man, I can't remember a fucking time in boxing where who's this? Why is Crush? What up, Ashley? Female fight fan. She be cooking.
Andrew Jones.
Thank you for stopping through, Ashley. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. And my boy Mike Biggs is in the house. Tech 16 South. What up, homie? Class of 83. Shit, this joint might even be on my motherfucking shirt, dog. Might be backwards, but you see, step. You know what I mean? Yeah. What's up, homie? Mike Biggs, I seen you in here, G. Lewis 4500. What up, champ? Appreciate you. You already know. Oh, Boxing Hacker, your homeboy in the house, old school.
Oh, yeah, I saw him.
It's today. I know why they call this channel the Angry White Man. Motherfucker, I told you why they call us that. And shit, I'm surprised these earphones are going to stay in my ear once we get into this Ryan Garcia shit. Y'all ain't going to like what I got to say about this. I don't agree with anything fucking Ryan Garcia's got to say other than his actions and how he does this shit. But we'll get to that. The fucking DAZN pay-per-view price, $15. Fuck you. Not a single chance. You ain't got no chance getting it from me ever again. And I pay you motherfuckers $30 a month. Go bug another American on fucking Twitter that's happy about this shit. Ask them for the $30 for your monthly fucking subscription. Bet they ain't got it neither. They're already fire sticking your shit. So they're over here acting like fucking cheerleaders, thumb leaders, fucking, oh my God, turkey, fucking, fuck you. Fuck out of here with that bullshit fight that we would never in America fucking pay for on a Saturday afternoon. Fuck out of here, turkey. Fuck. You paying $15 for that pay-per-view?
Nope.
I know I ain't. Shit. I'll give you the link to the stream and steal that motherfucker. Crush ain't paying that shit.
I'm
What up, Mike
playback, man.
I thought
I'm watching the playback. I ain't gonna even watch it.
I'm catching
I watched the playback.
Shit, bro.
Yeah.
And it's hard to be a boxing fan. We're like historically boxing fans. We ain't got it, dog. We ain't got it. Put
Bro, there's
everything
so
behind
many
a fucking
things.
paywall. We ain't got it.
There's so many things wrong with the sport today. You can't even name it all. You know?
It's tough, bro. Real tough.
Both y'all I know remember the wide world of sports. We used to get free fights there.
Buying gumbo and shit.
Oh, hell yeah, man. They was pay-per-view level fights for free.
Yeah.
Talk about that, man.
Like, I don't have a problem paying for a pay-per-view. Like, when it's a Tank card. Because Tank delivers. I got a problem paying for a UK fucking card on top of my 30. Every month I pay them, no matter what. It comes off of my card automatically. I'm canceling that motherfucker ASAP. I ain't playing none of that UK bum games. And like, I don't even know where they think they can get off fucking charging us for that. This is the USA during college football, bro. You're going to put a paywall up? I'm going to watch football. I'm not, because I'm a junkie. I'm going to be watching boxing no matter what it is, how much it costs, how much I got to pay my homeboy to jailbreak this motherfucking Fire Stick. I'm going to pay one fee instead of fucking 30 and 15 and 15 and 15. What happens if you have four fights that fucking month? You know what I mean? Eddie puts on one, Riyadh season puts on one, fucking Cokehead, Oscar De La fucking Cokehead puts on another one. What happens then? How are you? I thought pay-per-view was dead. Nobody remember that? Don't anybody remember what DAZN said when they first came out? Like, come on, man. That's bogus ass business. I ain't paying for it. It just is what it is. And I know all my homeboys in the chat, ain't nobody paying for that shit.
It's bad enough they got to charge you the 30. Then they want to charge you for the pay-per-view too. That's just a crock of shit.
It's double time. It's two paywalls. It's get over this little paywall and then climb this paywall. And then if you got enough money in the end, you might be able to get the Canelo card. Who the fuck's buying the Canelo card?
Not me.
Listen,
I ain't buying another Canelo freaking fight until he fights Benavidez or Morel.
Facts. I'm
gonna
steal that.
I'll go to a sports bar and watch this with some Padres, man. That's what
Listen, bro. If y'all ever seen me on Twitter, I post my receipts of pay-per-views. I've been doing this shit for a minute now. You can go check my D1 YouTube page and see how many receipts. I think I bought like fucking 7 pay-per-views in like a 3-month span not too long ago and posted the fucking receipts and asked boxing fans to do the same just to get this bullshit thrown back in my face. FSG. Fire Stick boys back outside, motherfucker. We're stealing that shit. I ain't playing with you motherfuckers no more. I'm straight. My wife's like, damn, dog, you had like fucking $490 payments. What the fuck are you watching?
You know what's crazy?
Strippers? Who the fuck charges that much money to be watched?
It's
Strippers
crazy.
is the only people I can think of.
Look, DAZN's charging you 30 a freaking month. Then they turn around and they hit you for the pay-per-view. And let's face it, there ain't none of that pay-per-views worth even talking about.
It's not, man. Listen, people all want to, Tank don't fight nobody, this, that, the third. The reason everybody will buy his pay-per-views is because he delivers every fucking time. Every time out, he's delivering. He's knocking somebody the fuck out. And that's like, I think we're getting lost as boxing fans to what the fuck we're all here for. I mean, for real, for real. Bruce Gas, what's up? Quadruple OG, the only one. Singular, one. Quadruple.
Bruce Gas,
OG.
triple OG.
Thank you for gracing us
Not
with your
only
presence, my man.
Tank is he's boxing these motherfuckers too.
They don't want to hear that though. They don't think he's
and showing you how it's supposed to be done. He ain't going to look for the knockout. He sets it up. He don't go looking for the knockout. It's already written.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do.
And
that's what you're supposed to do.
Setting traps is the highest level of boxing there is. Boxing hacker, I see you back there. We got to get through a topic or two. Give me a minute, Doug.
The craziest thing I heard today. The craziest thing I heard today. Oh, Tank needs to do more to make the fights. Tank don't make his fights. Tank is a team for that. All Tank does is tell his promoter, yeah, I'll fight to do. That's it. Tank don't go out there, man. He doesn't go out and bring contracts to people. He doesn't send contracts to people. He has a team that does that.
Yeah,
Tank doesn't need to do nothing but get in the ring and knock people's heads off and approve his opponents. That's it.
Yeah, you're right. But I do think he's playing a bigger part in his role. I think he definitely calls all the shots, but he's a team player. And like I could pull up interview after interview of him in the ring saying, not too many people do this, but I'm a team player and I do it well. He's going to do what they tell him to do. And LRB and everybody else.
He listens to his team.
Takes a village,
but his team is the one who sets all the fights up for him. His team is the one who gets the contract signed. He doesn't go out himself and say, here, I got a contract, sign this. He doesn't do none of that.
No, and fights are made when all parties involved are going to get paid. That's why, like, the Brian Norman shit to me is, it's bizarre. Everybody was getting paid. You were getting paid more money than you ever fucking thought about in your life. And ever will get offered again. Welterweight is a barren wasteland. What do you think, Barrios gonna cross the street and bless you with a fucking multi-million-dollar payday? You thought that was gonna happen? Because if you're thinking that, you're thinking wrong. Brian Norman's a threat. Like the kid can punch a little bit. He just eats too many punches. So you gotta fucking take the fights when they're given. When the opportunity arises, ain't nobody guaranteed tomorrow. So I don't want to hear about your fucking taxes. I don't want to hear about cross-promotional fees. I don't want to hear about none of that. What I did hear is your son got 800 G's take home. And you'd rather go fight on Keyshawn Davis's undercard. This shit is bizarre, bro.
And here's the crazy thing. Suppose they giving him $250 for that fight. How much does he bring home out of that?
He's getting 200. How much taxes is on that? How much fees and who you got to pay on that? How many fucking bums do you got to get from Bob Arum before you make 800 take home? I'm willing to bet it's right around like 7 or 8. I'm a math guy. I wouldn't be willing to bet if I didn't know the answer. I promise.
So in other words, if he gets 250, and by the time everything's taken out of that 250, he walks away with maybe $100,000, right?
He doesn't get 250. He gets 2.
Maybe a little under.
Big difference. WBO mandatory minimums 200. And Bob just paid for you to have 5 fights, and now you won the belt off fucking Santillan, who they wanted to win that fight.
Yeah, so you don't think they're not going to set him up with somebody to take that belt back?
Oh, they're trying to right now. I'm surprised they ain't got the fix in for this West Virginia card.
So when he loses that belt, He lost all chances of getting a big money fight. Think about that.
Yeah. And instead of taking the 800, go ahead, Crush. Crazy.
Go ahead, Crush.
No, you good, bro. I was agreeing with you.
Yeah, it's an epic duck of huge proportions. And trust me, man, I don't even like dogging these dudes like that. I don't. You've heard me say on this podcast numerous times, I hate calling these guys ducks. This ain't even my thing. I used to think fighters are never scared, but with all this fuck shit going on, I might have to change my opinion, dog.
Bro, I just don't see the logic in turning down that fight. I really don't.
There is none. There is none, dog. There is none. There is no logic into that at all whatsoever. It's called you're either scared or you just wanted more money, or I don't even know how anybody's reasoning with it. This fucking noise is pissing. Can you hear that little like buzzing, or is that me?
That's you.
All right. As long as you can't hear it, I'm straight. I guess I'll deal with it. Cheap ass headphones that came in just cheap ass shit. I ain't have time to go buy some new headphones, but it's all good as long as you don't hear it.
And Hacker, see what you're saying? Hacker, see what you're saying? You don't mind paying that shit. Well, guess what? We used to get title fights, good title fights back in the day, and didn't have to pay a damn dime. These people are billing you for fucking bullshit.
Fucking facts, Marquis. Fuck DAZN. Fuck Turkey. I thought pay-per-view was dead, mother. Oh, man. Pay-per-view is dead since Showtime stopped showing boxing. LOL. Showtime didn't stop showing boxing because of boxing. Showtime stopped showing boxing because of Showtime and its money problems. Had zero to fucking do with boxing, buddy. All right? So I'm not going to allow you to sit in this motherfucking chat and say anything about Showtime or anything they had to do in the past, and then you be okay with fucking paying an extra 15 on top of your 30 on top of another fucking charge? Fuck out of here. Why? Because, listen, DAZN's marketing team hit a fucking grand slam with this one. Got people like this fucking guy thinking they got a deal. How the fuck do you got a deal on a UK fucking fight that we would never fucking pay for? Bob would never have that fucking fight on no fucking pay-per-view if this jerk-off didn't come in here. Fucking the Shakur Stevenson and Cordina fight, you got the nerve to ask me for some money for that on top of my subscription? This shit is crazy, dog, and this kid's okay with it. Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for that. Sorry.
Listen, and all it is because Showtime and PBC and Amazon, they charge $90 for their fucking mega cards. Only difference between Turkey and Al is Al's fighters all fight for him. Turkey got to get Golden Boy and Top Rank and all this shit and got these fucking guys fooled fucking that something's changing in boxing. It's fucking not, dude. There's nothing changing. They're adding $15 to fucking fights that we would never pay for here. Man, I just don't know where the fuck.
Sooner or later, Turkey's going to want a freaking money back on his investment. Sooner or later, he's going to be asking for the big dollars for fights if he keeps doing it. Because there's no way somebody's just going to keep giving away freaking money.
You think the prince is like, yo, Turkey, man, I want you to lose another fucking 30 mil in America? Number one, Turkey don't want Turkey's fucking crown prince, the guy who he gets the money from, is just about to cut that faucet off for anything outside of Saudi Arabia. And all these boxing goofies are cheering this shit on. You want to watch fights on fucking 11 o'clock in the afternoon in the United States? Because that's the only place he's going to be able to put these fucking things on at. It's crazy, man. Y'all need to wake the fuck up and listen to the streamers that come on this app and tell you passionately with all the fucking their boxing knowledge how this shit is really going and where the fuck you should be looking. Listen to these guys. Listen to Knockout Boxing. Listen to anybody that's telling you this is some bullshit. Upper Echelon was telling you today, like, come on, man. Smarten the fuck up. This ain't no fucking deal. There is no deal. It's an extra 15 on top of your fucking subscription. Yeah. Man, boxing fans are fucking shot out. And that's why we are where we are as a sport. Because they don't even know
people act like, oh, yeah, we're getting a deal. You're not getting a deal. You're actually paying $45 total.
There is
for a fight that should be free.
On an app that should be like $8, $10 a month. Because you know what we get out of DAZN? I love every fight that I've ever laid eyes on, besides a couple runners. You know what I mean? Guys that don't actually want to fight. They think the sweet science is fucking amateur boxing. That's not the sweet science. That's amateur boxing. There's a reason it's called professional. And promoters are always looking for the guys that'll put on the best shows. Not the guys that are fucking... Oh, you don't like the sweet science if you don't like that. No, I don't like watching paint dry. That's why I don't like that. That has nothing to do with the sweet science of boxing. Because that's not the sweet science. It's amateur boxing. Man, we got a couple more topics to talk about.
What do you think about this Ryan bullshit?
Man, listen, that's what I was just about to go into now. Crush, you see Ryan's interview with Say Cheese? I got some clips and shit to play for y'all.
Check it out, yeah.
Well, I got some clips. I'll bring you up to speed. He called out Terrence Crawford. Fucking the Terrence Crawford goofies are fucking jumping on grenades and crying, and they can't believe Ryan would say that Terrence ain't fight another prime fighter other than Errol Spence. First of all, Errol Spence wasn't even a fucking prime fighter. He was a wrecked, broken fighter. Name me another fucking fighter that Terrence Crawford beat that was even close to a prime fighter, or anybody like Tank fights with an or close to his prime. I'll wait. Any one of you fucking goofies that love DAZN or love Terrence Crawford, please tell me another prime fighter Terrence Crawford even thought about fighting.
Well, let's see.
Fall to shit.
Let's see. He fought Porter. Porter was on his way out the door. Porter's dad even said himself, his son half-ass trained, which is why he threw the freaking towel in. Then he fought Kell Brook, who was a wreck of a human being, coming back down to fight him. Broken eye sockets and all. On the end of his damn career.
Kell Brook just got busted up by Errol Spence, too.
Right.
Triple G.
And God knows everything that was wrong with Spence. And I don't know how many times I said it after the car wreck, what part of Errol Spence is left? And sure enough, we found out when he fought Bud. Nothing was left of him.
I don't even want to go that far and say that. I would say that Errol maybe had some injuries and shit, but I think that's a Styles thing. Bud would beat up Errol anytime he gets in the ring with him. I'll give Bud that. Because I know what my eyes tell me. But he ain't never fight another fucking undefeated young prime fighter. Crush, you know.
Right, it's like I told you, I'm hearing about I got inside information. The sparring that he's been doing lately, he's been getting beat up by nobodies and sparring. How much of Errol Spence is left, bro?
Bud might have fucking iced the cake.
Well, that was the icing on the cake, but he was gone before that. When he fought Danny Garcia, Danny showed up for a paycheck. That was it. Ugas tried his damn hardest, but Ugas didn't have no damn power.
And we just seen what up, Ant? Hold up, let me get Ant in here. My boy, Ant. Do you think DAZN is a deal with the 15? I know how you do. Go ahead. What's up, Ant? How you doing, champ?
What up, Ant?
Hey, man, depends on how you look at it.
What's up, man?
Because if I'm not mistaken, you shouldn't even have to be signed up for DAZN to buy a pay-per-view. You can just purchase the pay-per-view. So if you're not signed up, that's a hell of a deal. I mean, $15. I mean, in this day and age where pay-per-views are going for $85 plus, it's not a bad deal. And here's the other thing too that we got to take into consideration when it comes to a DAZN membership. You're not just paying for boxing. They have a shitload of content on there. So if you want to get into soccer, if you want to get into MMA or whatever else, they got a lot of stuff on DAZN. And not only that, but let's say if you're only on, like I'm looking right now, right? They got Rally TV, which I'm assuming is some sort of racing. They got motorsports, tennis, wrestling, American football, esports, extreme sports, soccer, darts. They even got fucking snooker.
Darts?
Yeah, they even got darts.
No wonder they were making like a little fucking Eddie versus Buddy in the darts.
Right. No, that's the British thing too. They play that shit up at the pubs.
Peg leg Benavides is somebody Crawford beat.
They even got chess on
OG.
So I feel like the subscription is worth it when you look at it. And even if you just want to just talk about boxing alone, right? Not just the current fights, but their back catalog is crazy.
It is, and you know what? If the pay-per-views are only $15 and I don't have to pay a membership, I'm still getting this Fire Stick jailbroke dog. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna look into it and see if I could just buy the pay-per-views. But I do want the weekly boxing. So, being a boxing junkie, you're kind of in a catch-22. Do you want the fucking weekly shows and then pay the $15? Like that's where I'm at with it. Like they should never be charging us money for them UK fights. Them are all free ESPN fights. Just saying.
But all fights are technically free TV fights depending on the broadcasters and what they want to do. If they want to, you know, put these conditions on these fights in order to raise more capital for the fighters, because I'm assuming that's what it's about in most cases, is to give these guys some extra money.
But wait a minute.
And if you're looking at a title fight, I'm like, hey, why not? Especially if it's only $15. We've paid far more for worse.
Why does he need that money? I thought he was saving boxing. I thought he was here to save
It's not about him though, because what's the name? Turkey.
That's what
Turkey is not necessarily DAZN. DAZN is the network in itself.
Turkey.
They don't just host Riyadh season content. They also got Red Owl Boxing, OTX, Queensberry, so on and so forth. So that's a question for DAZN.
Listen, man, I don't have no question or no other way to look at this, but this guy is lying to fans saying he's here to save boxing when you're charging money for the fights you're putting on, especially in the United States. You feel your way, you're a half full type guy. I'm a Capricorn. My fucking glass is half empty with a hole in the bottom of that bitch. I'm stealing the fights from now on. I've already made up my mind. But I hear you.
Hey, that's perfectly fine. Hey, I feel like you gotta get it how you live, like the Hot Boys, bro. You gotta get it how you live. But again,
look, from what I'm hearing, though,
let me just tell
the DAZN pay-per-view,
like,
if they're charging $15, that $15 is for people with a membership. People without a membership are going to pay a whole lot more than $15.
Where did you hear this?
Fuck, I've heard it multiple times about DAZN's pay-per-views. If you don't have a subscription, you're going to pay more.
Hold up. Everybody, read this comment and let's fucking do what he says. Not hitchhike. Hit the like button. What's up, OG? I know I just briefly said what's up, but I think you deserve more than that. What's up, homie? Appreciate you, too. Busy. It's popping, champ. Thank you for stopping through. We appreciate you. All right. I wanted to get to this Ryan shit and Crawford, and people are mad at Ryan for... Listen, I say this shit all the time. Your fucking skills ain't enough. We live in an instant fucking gratification era. Your skills ain't enough. You need to be out in the media talking shit, doing PR stunts, calling these guys out. You got fucking platforms like DAZN, which does Misfits fucking boxing. They're putting on whole entire fucking shows for these kids. And if you want this sport to stay alive, you got to do what Ryan does. I'm about to play a couple clips. I don't agree with what he's saying. I don't at all. Like, I don't think he can fuck with Terrence, but you know, there's a reason guys ain't answering his call outs, because of that left hook is something fucking for real. All right? But you need to be out here in the media fucking drumming up business. You get your skills are not enough. Everybody's seen a left hook 100 fucking times. And if I can go on this internet, the World Wide Web, and be entertained at the drop of a fucking click, what do I need to wait for you to fucking get to a press conference a couple days before the fight for? Don't nobody give a fuck about Terrence Crawford because he thought his skills are what pays the bills. Well, not so much in this era. This is what fucking pays the bills. Guys going on fucking online talking their fucking shit like this.
Bro, I'm looking at the camera right now. You suck, bro. Just stop acting like you're like that. Stop stealing boxing money. You're wasting everybody's money. You're not entertaining, bro. You're boring as Come see me in the ring if you think I'm talking shit. I could do it anytime,
You think
bro.
you can see Crawford?
I could definitely see Crawford, bro. What do you mean? I was one of the best fighters in the amateurs, bro. He was too. I've seen many fighters like him too. Trust me.
What does he do well though?
He does well by adapting and changing up his style.
You don't think he could take away your?
All right. Are you mad at him calling out Crawford, old school?
What?
Are you mad at Ryan calling out Crawford, telling him what he just said? Do I got to replay it for you?
Knowing that Crawford ain't gonna take the fight, yeah, it's kind of stupid.
All right, man. See, this is where we differ. You're older. You're an OG. You gotta be out here calling. Do you know how fights were made back in the days? You know how these guys did it? Shannon Briggs, I can bring up thousands and thousands of guys that's how you get eyes on the sport, because we didn't just start going out of business yesterday. It was the day before, decades ago, when this sport started starving, like right around the time the NFL and the NBA started picking up in America. You can't just be in the gym shooting jabs. You gotta be running off at the fucking lips too. I'm not mad at that. Do I think he can fuck with Crawford? Crawford's 37. People don't put as much in the age thing as I do. Age comes with damage, but I know what I seen in that Madrimov fight. That left hook ain't no motherfucking joke, I'll tell you that. I'm not mad at him at all for doing what he's doing. He's out here having his name relevant, clout chasing Ryo, clout chasing everybody else that's got anything going on. You know why? Because he wants to be the man. He wants to be out here ruling and be in the face of boxing. I ain't got no problem with that. And
one thing I do got to give Ryan, he will fight anybody.
He will. And like, he goes after the fucking tough fights. When are we gonna stop treating Ryan like a clown and start treating him like a fighter that wants to fight the fucking best? Because that's what he's doing in real time, live and in action. Yeah, people want to talk shit about the fucking Osterine and shit. That still don't change my opinion on the kid. He fought Tank Davis and then he fought fucking Devin Haney. Who else is out here doing that? None of them. Ant, you got anything? Crush? You do well? No.
I mean, you got quite a few guys. We've seen more undisputed fights in the past 2-3 years than we have in the past 25 years. So I think we overstate this whole nobody wants to fight each other and the best don't want to fight the best. I think it's a tad bit overstated. Yeah, it gets a little bit frustrated when negotiations fall through and we see it happen in real time over social media, Twitter, YouTube, and so on and so forth. But when you really take into consideration how many undisputed fights we've seen over the past 5 years, I mean, shit, we just saw the first heavyweight undisputed fight.
Yeah,
in
but
25 fucking years.
How many years did we not get them fights?
That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you. But we can't talk about how many years we haven't seen him and disregard everything that's happening right now in the past few years.
And the bad part is the company that actually got it going was Showtime. They're not here.
Yeah, man. I think the undisputed thing is it's like a fad. Like they're all going after it. I think in the 3-belt era, in the 2-belt era, guys were just undisputed. It just was what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, back then, guys fought each other all the time. I mean, it was every week, damn near, you had a good fight.
Yeah, but also for all the fights that you can name, there are also fights that didn't take place, right? For every Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, you can say, well, Sugar Ray Leonard didn't fight Aaron Pryor, Sugar Ray Leonard didn't fight Donald Curry or somebody like that.
Great.
Like these things happen. These things happen.
It definitely does, man. This ain't this. You know, we're a little bit of recency biased, I would say. Like, whatever happens now is the greatest fucking thing to ever happen, and now they ain't fighting the best, fight the best. And back in the day, they were. Well, we do, like Ant just said, we forget about the fucking Aaron Pryors and everybody that was ducked. And Miss Do, appreciate you for stopping through.
Miss Just Do,
fight fan. I don't know if I said what's up to her, so I had to say it again. My bad if I said what's up. You deserve to if I did. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. I think Undisputed is a fad. I think it's like people love it now because they're in it. I think back in the days when the best were fighting the best, it just was part of it. Like Marvin Hagler was undisputed. He had that WBA and BC. That's all you needed to be undisputed. And I honestly think they avoided fucking pushing that out to the masses because it was too much hassle and shit. You know what I mean?
I will say I'm grateful that we're finally going to get a better Beaver Bibble.
My bad. I didn't know who that was.
I'm excited for any fight, to be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was up this morning at 6 a.m. watching them guys fight in Russia on RCC. I'm not sure if y'all ever seen that YouTube page, but that YouTube page is lit.
Yeah,
like they fight from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Like shit is like a marathon. Them fights go on and on and on. Tomorrow I'll probably be watching some nondescript guys fight on Miguel Cotto Promotions. Like it really doesn't matter to me, like the stakes or the implications of the fight. I just like watching motherfuckers fight.
Cotto's got a promotional label?
Yeah, he's had it for some time. He's got Miguel Cotto Promotions on YouTube, and they have fights on there.
Really?
Regularly. Yep. Most of them fights are staged in Puerto Rico. It's a bunch of motherfuckers you never heard of. Fighting, just knocking each other upside the head in Puerto Rico.
Them are the best fights, though, bro. Them are the best fights. Guys that are still doing it. You know what I mean? You're fighting. Like, I was watching a high school football game not too long ago. I love that competition in that game way more than the pro sport. Because I know that the kids still are playing it for this. They're doing it out of the love. You know what I mean? It ain't about a contract negotiation next year. It just is what it is. It's the love of the game.
That's why you had guys like Nick Saban say he didn't want to coach in NFL because guys in college were playing it for the love of the sport.
Yeah, man. Listen, we need guys like Ryan, and like I'm sick of thinking the way hardcore boxing fans think. Like, I heard so much crazy shit today listening to different channels during the day at work where I'm like fucking losing touch. Like, how the fuck can you have that fucking take? Mad at this kid for fucking, I get it. Maybe he does it a bit too much. But if Crawford don't fight Canelo, it's nobody. That's crazy to me. What the fuck do you got a 154-pound belt for then? Stop holding up the fucking sport. You just held them 2 welterweight belts for God knows how fucking long, for God knows what. Well, why are you doing that if you love this sport?
To put himself in that position that he just put himself in so he could contend for the WBA belt.
So you can act like it's Canelo or nothing, or is that just his fans acting like it's Canelo or nothing? There's so much bullshit in boxing nowadays with Twitter, YouTube, fucking this, that. It's like you don't know which way is up. So I just encourage boxing fans to pay the fuck attention. And whoever you listen to that you believe about this sport, and they ain't lied to you yet, keep on listening to them, because there's nothing but a whole bunch of sea of bullshit in this one. This is a different sport. It's a giant propaganda pushing machine is what it is, and you got to weed through the bullshit. He also said something else about Crawford that I wanted to play for you guys on who he thinks would win in this fight. That Crawford also does not want. He only wants a Canelo.
You know, not Tommy Hearns. You can't do that because he's not like that, bro. He hasn't fought nobody that has firepower like him.
Who would win, him or Boots?
I like Boots. In my opinion, I mean, I like Boots. I don't think Crawford could keep up with somebody that talented and young and fast. I haven't even seen him fight somebody talented, young, and fast. Have you? Can you name one?
No.
I think Boots gets his ass. Not by a...
Yep. Should have played that clip earlier. I think so too, but I don't. You know, you can't count out Crawford. I think.
Look, Crawford is a very talented fighter. Nobody has ever said. I can't. There's no way you could ever say that about him that he's not. The thing is, though, you know, like I said before, a lot of the guys he fought were at their prime or on the way. I mean, past their prime and on their way out of the sport. And you know, to me, I have a big question mark when it comes to him. I'll be honest with you.
I would love to see him fight a young guy. Go ahead, Crush. My bad.
Yeah, that's the thing about Crawford. As good as this guy is, his resume don't match up. As skilled as a fighter he is, he's considered one of the best pound for pound in the sport today.
Say it again, Crush. You broke up.
Yeah, he kind of broke up.
He shot. Crawford is and one of the best, at least up the gloves of this era. His resume doesn't add up to his skill set, and like you said, this guy's a hell of a fighter. But when you look at his resume, he got some names on here, but the names on it, they weren't at their best. They were past their prime. This is no hate. This is just facts. And this is why a lot of boxing fans is hard on him, because we know this guy is good, but how great is he? Because there's a lot he left on the table out there, because he never fought a lot of these guys at their best, you know.
Just like, look, I never understood. He lost. He lost to Ugas. He lost Danny Garcia in the amateurs. He never wanted his get back from either one of them guys. Think about that. And he had a chance to get Danny Garcia in the ring.
Got a point, but I don't know. There was.
Who's to say that he didn't want it though?
Yeah.
Who's to say that he didn't want it though? It was. Why didn't it happen? He was clearly over there at top rank. It was going to be a difficult task to even make that fight happen. You saw that face off that him and Errol Spence had several years ago when Errol Spence told him to his face, "Why would I fight you now when Sean Porter got a belt and I can go the easy route?" And not the easy route meaning that Sean Porter is the easier fighter, but it's the easier fight to make because they're both over at PBC.
Right.
That's just bad fucking business if you're Al Heyman.
Yeah, but look at Bud now. Like, he could have a fight with Charlo on PBC. Why put up so much resistance to this promoter when this promoter's got all the fucking fights for you? But go around and do business with everybody else and at the drop of a dime. Like, he was making this shit just as hard as anybody else was. Always.
But was he not just lined up to fight Fundora, and then what's name jumped in front of him? And then Fundora ended up dropping the WBO belt because he was the mandatory for that belt. He was in line to fight Fundora.
The only thing
but they had Fundora drop the WBO.
Yeah, if you listen to Fundora's interviews, Fundora said why he wanted to fight Errol. He's like, it's a much bigger paycheck fighting Errol.
It's always money, but the only thing that makes him the mandatory is he's a 47 champion. The WBO is literally over there on his side, or wherever he used to do business with Bob fucking Arum, whatever Bob or Bud orders. That's the only reason that puts him in line for that. And if I'm Fundora, I take the Spence fight too, especially after watching them two fight.
We can't have it both ways though.
I know.
We can't have it both ways though.
We
can't criticize a guy for not fighting somebody if he's in line to be the mandatory. And
All
this guy says, "I'm gonna drop my belt and fight this other guy," because that's essentially what was happening.
What happened when he got to 147 and he could have signed with Bob so he could get all the belts off the PBC side? And what did he do? He turned around and signed back with Bob.
And then he ended up still fighting Spence anyway.
Much later down the line.
Yeah, but whose fault is that?
Yeah, it's the
well, what about the other champions he could have fought?
They say.
The other champions, Errol Spence had 3 of the belts. He had 3 of the 4
No,
belts.
I'm talking
Who else
before
was he gonna
Errol
fight?
ever got the belts.
Before Errol ever got the belt, those guys were over at PBC.
There you go.
So what's stopping you from getting all those fights? What's the common denominator in all of those fights?
He re-signed with Bob.
You think it was just a matter of re-signing with Bob? You don't think that Errol Spence was going to have priority over Terrence Crawford? You think
because he was already there.
In here, then they're going to just be like, "Yo, we're going to give you this opportunity over this guy."
Yeah, but the whole
like
time
realistically,
trying to build that fight.
All
The
right,
whole time
but
everybody in that
Bud could have fought for the
YTBC,
other titles
LWC.
before Spence got him if he'd have signed with PBC. Then it would have been a showdown on PBC for Bud instead of signing with Bob, who has no belts over there.
I love
It
me
makes
some
it
Errol
much
Spence,
harder to
but
make the fight.
if Errol Spence doesn't have the mishaps that he had, then the fight we get that way sooner. It wasn't just like, oh, they just playing keep away and trying to avoid this guy. No, look at how many setbacks he had. The fucking car accident, then the torn retina, then another car accident. It's not like this dude is just like, oh, we just not gonna fight this dude. No. You gotta put some of that. You gotta put some of that onus on Errol Spence. And I'm Errol Spence
I put
fan.
a lot on it because Errol should have stopped drinking. Let's face it, he had a fucking drinking problem, and he should have stopped drinking, and he never would have had the car accident, and then we'd have had a real fight.
Yo, fighting is a lonely, lonely game, man. You can't blame these kids for being kids. Granted, do I want that guy to make that drinking mistake and flip his car? No, absolutely not. But
Well, I couldn't even believe they said he was going to fight again when I heard about how bad that wreck was, dude. And then he got flipped out of the fucking car. The car was over 100 miles an hour.
He didn't even have a broken bone, though. I don't even think he broke a bone in that car accident. Like, it fucked him up, and I seen the car
You don't think his head got banged the fuck around? He was unconscious, no teeth.
Yes, I'm sure of it. I'm 100% certain. But to not break a bone is kind of crazy, bro. Isn't it? Did you see that fucking car flipping down the street?
Yeah, I saw it.
I was in a bad car accident once, bro. Nothing even close to that.
I feel the same way about these other guys, but
Broke my wrist. And
what's
some good
my guy's
points,
name?
man.
With Terrence
down
Crawford. Terrence Crawford is however many years older than Errol Spence is.
Right.
He is. He's
We say
4
4 years than him.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Well, Bud's about to turn 37 at the end of this month, I think. Yeah, the end of November.
Or at least 2 years, at least 2 to 3 years. So my thing is this: how the hell is the older man still in his prime and the younger man isn't? It's the same bullshit that people were saying with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, but why is he damaged though? It wasn't just because of fights.
Yeah,
no, because of the damn car
accident. No doubt.
All right. Yeah, but why did he get into a car accident?
Because he couldn't quit drinking.
All right then. So that's what I'm saying to you. So
Yeah,
we gotta fault
both.
somebody else. We gotta fault somebody else.
I fault a
keeping
lot of
their
people.
shit together and staying as disciplined as they can. And I'm not even knocking them for that. I'm not even knocking them for that because I love Errol Spence. I'm an Errol Spence fan. I'm not even a Bud Crawford fan.
I know you're
But
not,
I gotta-
you're
I gotta-
fucking great argue. Like, you fucking...
I gotta
you got
just
some great
I gotta
shit,
call
man.
it down the middle. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, as time has gone on, the one thing that I've admired about Terrence Crawford is the fact that this dude has maintained himself. You look at these other guys in sports like fucking Tom Brady, LeBron James, and these other guys that have afforded themselves longevity, is because they've taken care of themselves. They've taken care of themselves, man.
Body
That's
is
a
Bud
big
Crawford is
part
taking
of it
care of
too.
himself. He's taking care of himself. This dude stays in the gym.
I would have been punch drunk by 25. I going ham outside of the fucking gym, straight up. But age comes with damage, man. Why you think Floyd was able to do what he did? He didn't get his fucking Showtime deal till he was 36 years old. Like, that's fucking astonishing to me. Picked and chose at the end, and maybe even in the beginning a little bit. People seem to forget history and context and shit. You know what I'm saying? Floyd ducked and dodged a lot of people, but they just say he didn't. Like when he gets on all them Brian Kinney interviews, come on, bro. He strategically moved around the board, moved his chess pieces how he had to move them. This shit is chess, it's not checkers. Terrell V, what's happening, homie? Appreciate you for stopping through. Real shit. I ain't never seen Terrell V before, but what up with you, homie? You a Bud fan?
No, I can agree with that. To some degree, but then here's the other part of it too. Because me, like once again, I'm not even a Floyd Mayweather fan. I was a Shane Mosley fan, and I remember people were saying, "Love me some Shane Mosley," but people were saying that Floyd was ducking him at 135, but then my guy Shane was coming up with all types of excuses when Floyd wanted to fight him. First, it was he had to go on vacation. Then he was saying some other shit about having to get some dental work done, like he had a problem with his tooth or something like that. Like, what the hell is Floyd supposed to do?
Yeah, shit, dude. This is fighting, man. Like, one little thing goes wrong in camp, fight's not happening. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys fight through injuries and shit like that. You know what I mean? So context is always good. He will be 37 soon. My man said something that I just seen on my phone. Is the guy in the picture the real person talking?
He said
a bizarre ass question, my boy.
I think he's talking about old school.
I think he's talking about you, bro. I see him.
No, he said the guy in the picture.
Person in the picture.
He said the guy in the picture. Old school's the only one with a picture. Like I'm on like actual cam, so I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
We're live in the fucking field, my boy. I don't know what you mean, my man, but thanks for stopping through. We appreciate you. You know what that shit means. Hit the fucking like button. Mike G, Danny Garcia.
Terrell V said something interesting about Errol Spence's style. I think that Errol Spence, to be honest with you, I think prior to the Kell Brook fight, I thought that Errol Spence was a little bit more versatile. You really go watch him fight. It was a lot of pendulum steps. He's in and out. I thought he had fantastic spatial awareness.
You go into pendulum steps and shit. They're like, what the fuck is that?
He was a little more, what's the name? He was like a lot more creative with his offense. He wasn't just pressing guys out and just trying to just beat them the fuck up. Like this dude was in there boxing, and he used to say it in interviews, I can box and I can bang. And then I feel like after that Kell Brook fight where he just pressed him out, it just went to just press mode and just trying to just break everybody.
Yo, and that Errol Spence fought in the type of style that's going to work until it doesn't. And styles definitely make fights. They always fucking have, and they will until the end of time. But I definitely think that the fighter that employs the style has options in the ring. And Errol Spence is the type of guy that, like he said about Bud, I'm going to break him like a horse. Little did we know. Fucking
I hit the wrong damn button again.
Hit the end stream joint. That would suck. Do you guys see the same screen I do, or is that just me? Probably just
that's just you.
We're figuring this shit out, my boy. We'll get it. I watched that Kell Brook fight, and there is not. But in the Errol that went out to fucking England.
Yeah, Jay, what's up with you and the neighbors?
Well,
No, but I'm agreeing with you, Terrell V. That's what I'm saying. If you look at Errol Spence prior to that fight, like if you look at him when he fought against a guy like Leonard Bundu or Samuel Vargas, and I'm
I
talking
like
about
Terrell.
what he was doing, irrespective of his opponent, stylistically, the things that he was employing, it was a lot different than by the time he got to the Kell Brook fight. By the time he got to the Kell Brook fight, it was just trying to press people and just beat them the fuck up. Like it was just that. But prior to that, he used his legs a lot more. He was a lot more creative with his combinations. He would actually
the
use
little
angles.
things.
Yeah, he would just do different things.
Super big on those little things. I like Terrell. Thanks for stopping through, man. Who did Floyd duck? I said he strategically moved around the chessboard with chess pieces. He avoided. I wouldn't say duck. He ducked. Who the fuck was Brian Kinney talking about earlier?
All right, Jay, you got me.
I know some
Brian
people
Kinney.
felt like it was Paul Williams, but I personally,
Paul Williams, he definitely avoided Paul. And he was pulling guys up from fucking 2 weight classes down. And Floyd Mayweather's like, I don't wait for nobody. I move when I. Matter of fact, my bad for cutting you off. Go ahead, Ant.
No, I was gonna just say I felt like Paul Williams, and I love me some Paul Williams. God bless him. You know, the Punisher. He was an exciting fighter, but I felt like that fight, had it occurred, it likely would have been Diego Corrales Part 2, R.I.P. Chico. But I felt like it would have been Diego Corrales Part 2 because Paul Williams was a hell of a fighter, but in terms of utilizing his strengths, man, like this is a dude who was one of the tallest fighters in that division, and dude hardly used his fucking jab. He was just out there just throwing bombs. He fought similar to yeah, like Robert Easter, like guys like that, where they got these physical gifts and they just don't take full advantage of them.
Oh shit, I can't even enter here because it's gonna go crazy. Yeah. I thought he strategically moved. He pulled guys up, but when you're the top dog, and like the interview I was watching earlier for clips that I got for the intro of this one, he was definitely moving shady. Like, oh, I'll come back for, and it's of course off retirement. I move whenever I want to move. I don't care about this guy and that guy, whoever the fuck he was talking about. The names escape me because I had probably about 10 glasses of this liquor. But you know what I'm saying. He strategically moved around the board like he was supposed to. And like every top draw and every top guy that went to fucking Oscar's house and took his motherfucking shit, took 2 ounce heavier gloves, took everything that he had to give, which the fighters nowadays, nah. We're gonna go to the internet with it, and we're gonna fucking negotiate what Bud Crawford negotiated with Spence because he knew what he had, that fucking belt, that WBO belt that all these fucking B-sides have all of a sudden, and now they're getting more fucking power than ever going to the fucking internet with this shit. That ain't how this fucking sport works. It ain't never worked like that. Y'all gotta come up off that shit, man. You got to take the fucking offers when they're given to you, like Floyd Mayweather did. Went out there and whipped his motherfucking ass. You know why he did that? Because he knew he could. Like your fucking guy out here on fucking YouTube talking like he'll beat up Boots and Boots is town, but I need 500 more. What? I watched you yesterday.
Hey,
you said you're a road warrior.
That's one bit of credit I got to
like
give
they're
Devin
fighters
Haney.
of the ancestors or the fighters of before. Nothing. Not even close.
That's one bit of thing I got to give Devin Haney. When he look at the low ball offer he took going into the Kambosos fight, and he did it.
I don't know if it was a low ball, but yeah, what we knew of it at the time, yeah, it's 22%.
Exactly what we knew about it. That shit went
at
over
the time.
22%.
No, that was hey, motherfucker, we going to Australia. I'm gonna whip his
Hell
ass.
yeah.
Give me that motherfucking paycheck, dog. I'm gonna go beat the fucking snot box off this dude and get paid a couple million. And hey, Bill Haney's probably a genius tax man. I bet you he wasn't worried about no cross promotional fucking fees or any of that. We're gonna write this shit off on DHP, and ain't nobody gonna know. Plus, when we're done, I'm gonna go fucking make the fights I want to make. I'm gonna name my price, cause now, you know how much clout this fucking kid would have had going into Philly beating up Boots. I mean, everybody's saying Boots not tested. This, that, and the third. They said themselves, we ain't never looked at him as an opponent. Now that we look at him as an opponent, man, he got holes in his game. My son been booed. My son been tested. Fuck is you talking? Why are we even here on the internet right now talking about you need 200 or 300, whatever the fuck else you need? What?
Straight finest. Thanks for showing up, my guy.
I don't think they're aware of what boxing purses are nowadays, or I think everybody on the internet is just mad because it's Eddie Hearn. Because of the Wilder Joshua shit. Everything that Eddie Hearn has caused us as American boxing fans and the spite people want to have for this man, all he was trying to do, real shit, with the most strictest fucking sanctioning body we have, the only belt that's still a real belt that will strip you for fucking coming up out of your shit, is the IBF, and they gave him an extension because Eddie Hearn was for real. Them 3 offers were for fucking real.
Yep.
I don't understand, bro. I really don't. What? How? That shouldn't be, gets me, my fucking blood pressure just went up to like 140. Quick, fast, and in a hurry over that shit. Because, yeah, we lost a lot of fights. Guys don't want to fucking make fights. But when the perfect time to make a fight is when you're staring at an offer. When it's written down. When you can sign some shit. That's the only time it's real. And we just had 3 of those. Public knowledge. And now, what? Boots or Eddie Hearn was somehow trying to fuck this up? How? Where I come from, I write a painting contract for somebody, or they call me for my services and I give them an estimate. That's how I know they're for real. Because now we got a phone call involved. I come out, I meet you. It's a fucking same thing as an offer. Now I know it's real. That's the only time you know for fucking certain in this game that something's gonna happen. But yet we got fucking crazy people on YouTube, fucking Twitter, all these people dressing this shit up, trying to protect it for everything else than what it was. And I love Brian Norman. I love the way he fights. He catches too many shots in the face. I like his dad. I even watched his fucking dad fight. Come on, man. You got to accept that shit. You got to. There's no fucking time to do that. Then right now, go ahead.
Who or where do you think the lack of confidence is? Is it the dad or the son? I don't think it's the son.
I don't think it's the son. Not at all. It's not the fighter. It never is. It's normally the team. It's normally the guy, like that fucking dude on the Boxing Voice. I love the kid. Adrian, maybe his name is. I think he's an awesome man. He started a company, fucking very successful, young black dude, fucking getting his dough. Got nothing but respect for the young man. But you gotta know your surroundings. You gotta know where the fuck you're at in life. What are you talking about, 1.7? No, we need 200 more. I need to clear a certain amount. I gotta get to where I gotta get to. I gotta get my son over. That's what makes me lead to believe that this shit was never real to you people. You were gonna ask for some more, and then ask for some more, and then ask for some more until the IBF stepped in and said, hey, fucking too late.
So here's the question. How did it all get out in the open? Because usually negotiations go on where nobody's supposed to hear. So how did all this go out in the open? Was it the Brian Norman side that put it out, or was it the Boot side?
Definitely wasn't no Bozy Ennis. Wasn't no Jerron Ennis out on. Let's go to fucking Twitter. Let's go over here and fucking tell the Boxing Voice. Adrian Clark. That's his name. Fucking that. I didn't smoke too much weed today. I'm on one. But listen, bro. He's on the fucking Boxing Voice discussing how many fucking sanctioning fees and deductions and taxes and fucking this, that, and the third. We didn't duck no 1.7. We ducked 800,000. What? What? You ducked 1.7 and the only fucking offer you're gonna get anytime soon. Do you think Barrios or Stanionis are gonna send him an offer for that? If you think so, you probably think wrong. This is it. That was it. That's an epic fumble. All that I can think that this is. Let's go. Boots sent us an offer for 750. Fuck that 750. We're gonna go in the media. We're gonna fucking rise this up. And that Adrian Clark kid is a sharp fucking tool. He knows what he's doing. He started fighters for all this shit. I ain't got no choice but to look at you as phonies now, Normans. At least Daddy Norman. I don't think the kid's a phony. I think y'all were in the fucking media clout chasing the whole time. And you knew what Jerron Ennis brings to the table. And you knew what time it would be in Philly. But instead, you couldn't just negotiate and just keep it low and whatever, we'll come back later. Whatever the fuck it was, you couldn't let it be that. You had to fucking come out here in this goofy ass world where all these fucking people are and all these fucking commenters are and Twitter and every fucking thing and show everybody where we're at. I ain't got no choice but to look at you as phony. You were never trying to get that smoke. I want to hear that shit at all. At all. Motherfucker. I think they ran out that time too. I don't think so. I think the IBF granted them time, and I get it. People want to, Brian Norman's a tough dude, bro. Yeah, I mean, what would he be out here on YouTube for? Why would he be out here? Why? Why would he be out here telling everybody everything they need to know if he was scared to fight Boots? Why? Why? Any of you knew Norman was fighting on Keyshawn Davis's undercard before this? You knew he had a fight coming up? Anybody? No? I know.
I heard Jay talking about it.
Oh, yeah, because, Jay's close. Jay's fucking an insider. His name is Hardcore Boxing News. And probably literally one of the only reliable sources left in
So
boxing.
who is Keyshawn fighting?
Lemos. Fucking salute to Keyshawn Davis, and I'll probably be in the house for that one. Shout out to you, KD. Let's go get this fucking money, boy. Lemos beat up fucking Hitchens at 140. Yeah. We'll bring him back home. That, you know what I mean? Shout out to fucking Keyshawn Davis. That's a tough fight for that kid, because Lemos is coming to fight. There's no other way to look at that.
Got to give him.
Lemos is coming to fight, bro. First bid on the November 8th date. What day is it today? Fucking September 8th, maybe? Let's see. Let me look at the phone. September 6th. It's my son's birthday yesterday. You would have thought I'd known that right off the rip, but
So what's Boots gonna do now, bro? Does he go to Germany, beat up Karen? Or does he drop the belt?
I don't know, man. What do you do if you're Boots? I go up to 154.
I don't know.
But I'm not convinced.
See, here's the problem.
Either.
None of these guys want to fight Boots.
Not for no.
I really believe that. I mean, they'll all probably fight each other and probably wouldn't have a problem with that. But when it comes to Boots, it's a whole different ball game.
It is. He's punching rib cages and kidneys and spleens and livers. It's not going to go good for you. So, I don't know, man. I don't think the 154 guys want to fight neither. Truth be told.
I think Barrios, I think Stanionis, I think Brian Norman all fight each other, bro. Before they ever think about Boots.
You see Stanionis go on the Boxing Voice too, that same luxurious day for all these welterweights to get their name out there, which I don't listen. Do that. Go out there. But don't be saying, oh, he's an offer that's so low I can't even talk about it. The PBC must be paying Stan Jonas. He must be getting, oh, I'm a star in Lithuania. What? Then why haven't you had a fucking fight there? Why aren't they busting down your doors and emailing fucking Al Heyman? We do live in this era. We live in the fucking, you know what I mean? So how you how you trying to say you're a draw in Lithuania, but we don't know because nobody gave you a chance? Promoters know where the money's at. They know who the fuck's paying and buying and doing all that. Stop the fucking cap. You're scared of Boots. And so is probably 54. I think that's the only thing Boots can do. I'd even skip 54. Go up to 60. Beat up Troy Isley and them fucking dudes up there that don't got a chance. Janibek can't even make weight. Fucking dude should be at 175. But he's scared of Better Be. And them boys up there. I don't know what this kid does, man. I honestly don't. And I think all the fucking fans are jumping behind the bandwagon of fuck you, Eddie. It can't be good. It's Eddie Hearn.
My thing is, if he stays at 47, how long does it take for him to get these guys in the ring? Does he spend the next 3 years? Because that's the way I see it.
Karen wants that smoke.
Well, of course he does. He's got nothing to lose.
Well, people say he was running the track meet. I've watched that fight probably 4 or 5 times. I don't know if it was a track meet more than it was Boots trying to fucking plant and knock some shit out, so it made it look like he was moving, you know. I'm trying to big up Boots. I'm not trying to down him. I think these guys are scared and they're not going to fight him. I think he's got to go up, and I think Eddie Hearn wants that. I think Conor Benn's right there, and Eddie Hearn, I don't give a fuck what he's paying Boots or what he thinks about Boots. Conor Benn ate 50 eggs a day for fucking 50 days, and Eddie Hearn stuck up for him. And when Ryan first got popped, you know what I mean? You could just see the favoritism in him. I think Boots needs to move up ASAP, man. I really do. I knew Boots first Northern fight. So.
Today's fighters, bro, if you, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them, they're hungry as hell until they get a belt. Then once they get a belt, then they get picky.
Because I think the paydays jump up there, but I don't know if the paydays jump up as you win the belt. But as soon as
so when you get a belt, you got to lose your hunger.
No, but that's just the first step of the objection of boxing, though. That's where Tank.
That's the difference between the old guys. They were always hungry.
Well, yeah, and boxing's been going, like we said earlier, boxing's been going out of business since these guys, bro. Here, I want to show you something. Look what this guy said.
It was not politics. I think it was bad sportsmanship on your part to say that. I beat you. You didn't think I could go the distance, right? You didn't think I could go the distance. You thought you was gonna knock me out. Everyone out here said 1 round, 2 rounds. All the sports writers, they said that. It wasn't true. Now they can't explain the unexplainable.
Well, it wasn't.
Listen, I got one more of these guys too, and they're gonna say something at the end of this one. Fucking people.
Together. Let's wait them all fight. You get in there and get my belt back, and then we go at it again.
Let's get a tune-up, man. I mean, really.
I don't need no tune-up.
I need a tune-up.
I'm ready.
What? What you say there, bud? You need a what?
Tune-up.
Boxing been playing games for decades, dog. Don't need no tune-up. Errol Spence fucking built his career off no tune-ups. They've been playing money games for as long as money's fucking been around, dude.
Just to your comment, I was telling everybody earlier, I read a while back, or saw a video, whatever the hell, when Eddie lost all that money on them Canelo fights and a bunch of other fights that didn't sell worth a damn, Matchroom, DAZN, whatever the company is, they put him on a budget. That's why if Eddie's not paying a lot, it's because they got him on a tight budget now. So, yeah, the pots are not big like they used to be.
Yeah, well, like, listen, you can't pay $5 million for Brian fucking Norman. You just can't. There's no where. We do this to make money as promoters. What the fuck are people talking about? Boots even took a sacrifice out of his pay, and he's the ticket seller. I don't know where people are getting off thinking that somebody should have came up another 5. This shit's crazy, and I think Boots should do the same thing, because that's his really only option. If you want to stay there, or you gotta fight your fucking mandatory, go defend that belt, keep the belt, tell the IBF immediately after this fight, I want to fight the 154-pound IBF champion. That's going to be the winner of Tim Tszyu and Bakram Murtazaliev. And I remember Jay telling us something a couple months ago. I don't even know if I should say this, and I'm not gonna, but people were offered 154-pound fights, and it makes you think, like, what the fuck? If you can go up there and get that, why not? Why wouldn't you go up there? Why is he so hell bent on 147 pounds? I think I know why, but because he said it, and welterweight is what it is to the sport of boxing, and who campaigned at welterweight and won all the belts at.
Prestigious weight.
Exactly. It's a glamour division. 154 is a tweener, and up there, them guys are all fighting. Like stupid little moves and things like he just says for that, it makes me think, why you sucking down at 47, Boots? You're a big kid. I think he beats all the guys at 54. No problem. My eyes ain't lied to me yet about
Hey,
drop
the link for Just Do.
Okay. KB, I didn't see you wanted it. But I think that's a good plan of action. What else could he do? What else can he do? There's not much, man.
Been about the paper, man. It's been about the paper.
Damn, is this for real, Jay? It's always been about the paper. And if it's not about the paper to the fighters, it's about the paper to the team. If it's not about the paper to the team and they want legacy, it's about the paper to the promoters. And all the paper comes from the people that buy tickets, us. And I know I flew out to Philly to buy Boots fight and go see that shit live and in person. It's not too many guys that can get me out of my fucking comfort zone and go fly into a different fucking city and go watch them fight. And Brian Norman sure as fuck ain't one of them. That's all this
Always
has
been about the
for
money.
me. Gotta
Could I
accept
share
that
something
fight.
with the people? Could I share something with the people?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Please.
I'm gonna put it on the thing. You gotta just hit the present thing. Hold on. Where the hell is this clip
Oh
at?
shit, Ant's getting into this fucking computer. I hope I can hit the thing right.
No, it's gonna be simple. Easy
I got you,
peasy.
KB. I think the link is pinned, dog. I thought it was. I pinned that bitch like a couple hours ago. I just heard something.
Just Do.
I gotta hit this another Ant McQueen here. There's another Ant McQueen in here. Is this a fucking?
Yeah, that's right there.
That's it.
Your comment.
You're obviously training very hard for this thing. Do you still feel hungry as a fighter? You still want things to prove?
Well, I don't feel like I have to prove anything to anybody. I just like to have a lot of money and a lot of investing. You know, that help pays the rent.
People say you're a pretty rich fella now.
Well, I'm not pretty rich, but I can pay the rent every week. You know what I mean? And otherwise, I can get the nice things in life that I like to have and make my family comfortable. So you know, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But a man never get enough too much money.
I could think of a lot.
And that's before he fought Joe Bugner. That was like 1972, 1973.
Man.
50-some years ago.
It was about 2 bits, coins. Fucking give me the money. This is prize fighting, man.
Right.
So guys turning down their career high paydays times 10. There's no room for that here. You got to take this shit when it's there.
Or guys trying to negotiate for more.
I get negotiating for more, but when there's already 2 mores.
Try and drop the link again. Justin, that link is old and it ain't working.
All right, I got you, dog.
I think it gets a little tricky though when you think that there's a lot more available. Like for example, like back in the 90s, remember TLC, the singing group?
Yep.
Their fucking second album generated $75 million. You know how much they got paid for that for that album? They got paid 500,000 each out of $75 million.
Man, that's a dirty.
And that was a huge discrepancy that they had with their record label and with Pebbles and so on and so forth.
That's
it's because the money is there. So with them, you just look at Boots Ennis. He's fresh off of selling over 14,000 tickets at the Wells Fargo Center. And how much did he just get paid to fight? What the fuck was his name? David Avenesian. No disrespect to David Avenesian, but he just got paid supposedly what? Couple million.
Yeah.
So if you're Brian Norman Jr. and company, and you're thinking like, okay, this guy just got paid over $3 million. He just sold over 14,000 tickets. If we're gonna fight in Philadelphia and we're looking to duplicate that same success, and I'm a titleist myself, why isn't there 1 point whatever for me?
I hear that, but like what people are leaving out, and like Boots came out and said, Eddie Hearn came out and said, Boots gave a whole bunch of his purse to that. So how many tickets how much money you think they got per them 14,000 tickets there though? Like, see, I don't even know what the gate was. I think it was like just over $1 million or something like that. I could probably Google it.
How much money did Avenesian get paid?
I don't care what.
Avenesian wasn't a titleist though, so that's why they're probably looking at it like, okay, I should be getting X amount of dollars because of my position. I should have a little bit of cash.
Yeah, but I am kind of curious how much he got paid, because at least he has a real resume.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
So he would want a nice chunk, but I'd like to know what he at least got paid.
Avenesian got paid fucking bare minimum, next to fucking nothing. He took that fight because of who it was, where it is. It's a big fight. The fucking stadium's filled. People don't understand how rare that is. Like, to be able to sell tickets and be in a big fight where people actually give a fuck, it's super rare. You got to be on a Tank card or a Canelo card or one of those top guys' cards, or somehow extort your way into a fight with Boots like you did with that fucking little trinket you had. With the trinket you have. And by the way, don't lose that bitch, because that's all you got. You can't give away tickets to your birthday party. You better not lose that bitch. Fucking grip that motherfucker, boy.
That
Keep it in the bag with you.
Boots versus Karen too.
Yo, it is. It is. I'm trying to fucking, I can't even get it. You can share that to here? How do you do that? Like, I don't understand.
All right, Jay said he got $585,000.
Okay. What after taxes though?
So Brian Norman, if Brian Norman was offered 1.7, that should be about right.
No, he's taking home 800,000. Brian Norman.
Right, but all together it's 1.7.
Brian Norman got offered 3 times the amount of money that fucking Avenesian got offered. It's not there. And rightfully so. He's got a belt.
Right.
He should have got offered the money. What I don't get with this whole fucking situation,
turning it down.
Yes. And
that's like the part. That's what makes me think that they never wanted to fight to begin with. And then the fact that they already had the other fight lined up. If you already had the other fight lined up, why are you even negotiating with Boots? And then they give you a career high payday and you still turn it down. That's why I have the problem with this.
I have a huge problem with the turn down just because of the landscape more than anything. Like, and what your payday was before, all that shit don't matter to me. I know your payday was about to triple, double after that.
I'd like to know who figures Eddie's budget out, because you know he's got somebody watching over his shoulder ever since he wasted all that money. And DAZN or Matchroom, whoever it is, whichever one it is supplying his money, they got to have somebody that says, okay, we'll give you this much money to spend on this fight for the purses.
Oh, it's always somebody else's money.
Right. But he has to have somebody figuring that out. And evidently, since he couldn't offer any more, they cut him off. They said, look, yeah, you offered him 1.7. That's a wrap, bud. That's all you getting.
So KB, what was he supposed to do? Give him more out of his purse to make a fight with a guy that really doesn't
Boots
want to
should not have
fight?
to give a dime up. I'm sorry. I don't care. This is not Bud 2.0.
I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand where
We cannot take away from one fighter, bro. I don't like at all.
The ticket seller, nonetheless.
Right.
The guy who's selling the fucking tickets to have the monies there to pay both fighters to begin with. This is a fucking business, first, second, and third. We can't just be giving out charity cases because you got a fucking trinket from Bob Arum. I don't get this fucking train of thought from fans. I don't get, like, even KB saying that. I get that. That's fucked up that now he's gonna take 65-35 just to keep that other trinket from the IBF. If I'm Boots, I drop that fucking belt or tell the IBF I'm using this fucking trinket to move up and get the next one. Fuck you and Karen. That's what I do.
I'm not even sure if they have that rule within that sanctioning body though. That's what makes it different.
The IBF is where you enforce all the rules and press the fucking button. WBO's got it too. IBF is definitely one that can play the weight game with the belt, with the trinket. I just don't get, like, where this is all okay. What the fuck? What is Brian Norman doing? Like, how is it all okay for the guy that doesn't sell no fucking tickets, that would never be in this position again? How do we equate that? How is that okay all of a sudden? We're breaking fucking cardinal rules of what the fuck this game is. It's crazy to me, man. I can't go for that. I don't give a fuck what he has. He's using Boots' fucking destiny to be great, using that fucking belt because he knows he's got it as extortion. This is fucking extorting your way into a fight. I get it. You want what you want. And it just don't make no fucking sense to me because there's not another one of those coming anytime soon.
Who set the bar? Bud extorted the crap out of Spence.
Yeah. That's where all this shit comes from, bro.
Did he really though? When you really think about it, what's the name's? Yeah, we could talk about Errol Spence's sales history, but if you look at his pay-per-views, right, that fight with Bud is his biggest selling pay-per-view by far, by more than 400,000 plus. So clearly, he brought something to that match. There was some sort of intrigue to see the both of them in there. It wasn't just people just showing up to see Errol Spence. People were interested in that match as a whole, the both of them.
Well, of course, it was a fight that's been working up for 5 years.
Yeah, well, and off the strength of Errol selling all the tickets and the buzz, Texas is a huge place, and that's where 90% of that buzz comes from with him.
Man, that's what I never understood, bro. Bob had a gold mine, and he didn't promote him, bro. Think about that. Bob always talks about, man, I lost all this money. I could have built a new house for the money I lost, blah, 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 blah. Well, why didn't you promote your fighter who was knocking everybody out?
Because Bob is clearly cheap to some degree.
The skills are not enough. What's up, KB? My bad, bro. How you do?
And then we should see what the case is now with this smear campaign shit, right? Like, you see what just happened with Shakur Stevenson. When have we ever seen this dude fighting on a Thursday night? Never.
Right.
They wait till his second to last fight to have him fighting on a Thursday night. Then they throw him in there with Artem, and then not only that, but they only put a portion of the arena up for availability to make it look like he didn't sell about it. And then when people are walking out in the 11th fucking round at the end of the fight, then they're panning to these people. You've never heard Tim Bradley talk about Shakur Stevenson the way that he did during that last broadcast. You've never heard him talk like that. Now all of a sudden this nigga needs coffee to stay up. Like, come on, bro. It's clear what it is. So it's the same thing. You don't think that he's on his way out the door, that Bob is gonna all of a sudden start saying, oh yeah, I lost X amount of dollars on him, so on and so forth. He didn't have a sales history because you didn't put him in a position to have one. And like I said, you look at Errol Spence's pay-per-view numbers. The biggest pay-per-view he did was with Bud Crawford, and it was by over 400,000.
Indeed.
But I think
so clearly there's some value in Bud Crawford.
There is, but
definitely is. Well, it's about having that right dance partner, and that's what they provided for each other. Right dance partner made enough people interested, and ended up having their biggest fight, like you said.
But think about how much more if Bob would have promoted Bud the right way. Think about how many more sales there would have been.
I agree with you, but that's the conversation that needs to be had.
How many more sales would there have been if Bud was out in the media fucking making the most of his time as a fighter instead of being in the fucking gym saying skills is all I need? How about just being given an interview or two? How about that? How about fucking networking and promoting yourself, not relying on this fucking old dirty white man that's been stealing fighters' money since the dawn of fucking time? How about help your own fucking situation out? Because I know what I've been taught in life. I know what I go and get every day. Ain't nobody ever gave me nothing. I got a boss. I got people that fucking sign contracts for me all the time. I don't get anything that I don't go and get my motherfucking self.
But you know what? I would have been willing, in Bob's shoes, I feel like he should have been willing to go above and beyond just because of the kind of talent that he had. I would have considered taking a hit, just accepting the fact that he ain't the biggest talker, but he a constant professional, and this dude always at the top of his game. That would tell me he's worth to. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't shut up about him if he was my fighter. But I get what you're saying. You definitely valid point. Ain't no promotion like self-promotion, right? So you're right. An interview or two definitely wouldn't hurt.
So, but Bob put Terrence on pay-per-view, put him in big fights as much as he could. You know what I mean? As much as Top Rank does.
Look, he could have done a lot more, bro. Look at the way he promoted Manny.
Yeah.
Manny had all the promotion, and everybody knew who the hell Manny was.
Loma. He started telling people from the rip, Loma, in the same breath as Muhammad Ali. He would be Pretty Boy Floyd. Like, that's wild to say.
And then he turned around and does nothing with Bud.
But Terrence Crawford got to promote himself. Loma ain't out there speaking on shit either. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But
we're all saying that. Why sign back to that guy after you sue him?
I know. That's what I never understood about Bud. Why would you re-sign with Bob knowing the fucking bullshit?
Maybe comfortability.
I was going to say the same thing. Comfortability, and he was probably signing in good faith. Things would change because I'm sure that there were all sorts of promises and conditions and things would be different and we're going to do X, Y, Z. And I don't think that Terrence Crawford has a problem with doing interviews because you've seen during his stint with PBC. Here's the other thing that we have to take into consideration too is the resources that these various companies have. So PBC being with Showtime is a subsidiary of what? CBS Paramount. So that now, after he fights Errol Spence, now you see him doing interviews with Gail King and all these other people that they have within that framework.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
They do the whole parade. That shit is publicized. It's on the news. They doing all the stuff. When you seen Errol Spence, when they were over with when PBC was with Fox, what did they do? They had Errol Spence at the Cowboys game. He's over there with Jerry Jones. He's wearing fucking jerseys and doing interviews before the games with Dak Prescott and this one and that one. And then they stay right over at AT&T Stadium and they have Jerry Jones at the press conference talk about how much he's a fan of Errol and all this other stuff. Like PBC, they were doing good stuff. Top Rank, they weren't doing any of that shit. It's just like, we sign you, you got talent, that's it. We're gonna put you in some showcase fights. We're not gonna build up any type of pay-per-view sales history for you. They're just stuck doing the same old model.
Yeah, you're 100%.
And I know people say like Cash saying that, they know the history and he's gonna go for Bob and Eddie. And I can understand that, but I feel like everybody's situation is different. You know what I'm saying? People got to try. I think they try to see other opportunities, what other opportunities out there for them. And I know a lot of people tell fighters like, why don't people sign a PBC? Only thing I would say is I don't know. Like we don't know if PBC even be interested in these fighters. You get what I'm saying? When you interested in somebody, you actively pursue 'em. Just like in any other sport, you know somebody is about to be at the end of a contract. That stuff be public and people know, so they go and actively pursue fighters or whatever the case may be. And I think that that's not the case. Maybe a guy is not looking to go somewhere where they feel like they might not even be priority or wanted. So maybe that's why they, people find themselves re-signing with a Bob Arum or, dealing with an Eddie Hearn. At least they know we gonna get them the dates, get them some money. And I feel like the big fights is something that they also look to make with them, but we just ain't been able to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's tough. Because like I said,
What I
when you
don't
look
want
at
to see, what I don't want to see is Boots turn into another freaking Andrade.
right.
That's my
But
biggest
look,
fear.
well, we got 3 fights,
Shakur
right?
too. Shakur
And them
too.
3
But
fights, if it don't work out, you get what I'm saying? You got an
Right.
opportunity to make a decision.
how can
Man,
we
no,
assume? How can we assume that
We
PBC
already got one
doesn't?
out the way.
How can we assume PBC doesn't have a deal for the kid that's one half of what we've been talking about all night? Bud Crawford was Spence's biggest, highest paying day. How can we assume that PBC didn't have a fucking offer for Shakur? We can't do that. They definitely have something for Shakur.
I'm sure they
Definitely.
would. I'm sure
There's
they
no
could
way they
offer him
don't.
something.
Al Heyman is the top businessman in this shit. He definitely got something for your boy. There's no doubt in my mind. What's Shakur gonna go over there and they're gonna say, "Hey, we don't fucking need
I
you."
wouldn't say that he don't, though, because he is the
That,
man in his own right. But it's
he
just a
is.
matter of,
I'm the
I
man too.
guess,
I'm the
I
man
don't know,
too.
like, if you gotta actively seek him out. It might be a little different for you as opposed to somebody wanting you. You get what I'm saying? So, but I get it. I mean, you know, weigh all
I
your
wonder
options
why.
always.
I wonder why Boots didn't resign or go from Showtime to PBC. I got a real question about that. Why he didn't go that route instead of going through Eddie Hearn?
Because them guys already said no. Stan Jonas and Barrios and all these guys that won't fucking fight him now, they already
Why you
done
don't
said
think
no.
PBC would have pushed that fight if they'd have got Boots
They
on the
told him to
contract?
go. Steven Espinosa said, go. Well, you think Boots just fucking up one day and said, fuck this, I'm going to Eddie Hearn? No, he was advised to do that because all these guys behind closed doors are scared to fucking death of that 5'10" demon from Philadelphia that shows all the fucking skill,
He
all the
gonna get
talent in the
snapped.
world. Scared to death of that man. These motherfuckers are scared. And it is what it is.
My boy
You've
be
heard me
going
on
off.
this. You heard
Oh
me
yeah.
say all that. I don't
He
like
just
calling
scared
these
me.
guys ducks. I don't like it. I don't like it, but behind closed doors, scared to death. Boots, what for what? I can fight Manny Pacquiao. Or I can fight fucking, matter of fact, me and this fucking guy from Lithuania will get it on right after I fight Pacquiao. What the fuck do we need Boots Ennis for? Al never put up no money to see if he could sell that many tickets in fucking Philadelphia. I'll tell you this. I bet you Al Heyman's fucking kicking himself in the ass and punching Steven Espinosa in his fucking ear.
No,
What the
Steven
fuck?
Espinosa ran off.
What? You fucking let this fucking Steven Espinosa still works for Amazon Prime. There's
Does he?
no, yeah, they all
Okay,
switched
baby.
fucking right over. Let's go over here. Now Al Heyman wants to fucking knock his equilibrium. What the fuck you doing? Nobody suggested this to me. Nobody said fucking Boots can maybe sell fucking
You want
2,000
to
in
fool.
Philly. Instead, he fucking goes to Eddie Hearn and sells 14. We look like
Right,
jackasses. You think Al
right,
Heyman wants to
right.
hear that shit? Hell no, dog. This is
So,
all from
so
fucking these dudes behind closed doors, fucking scared to death. I'm a boxer, but I don't really want to fight. I don't want to. I don't want to unify. I want to fucking act like a bozo over
I
here
said
and be a prize fighter.
I said a
Fuck
little
outta
while.
here.
I said a little while ago. You got almost 90% chance of making Barrios versus Stanionis or Barrios versus your boy Norman, or even Stanionis versus Norman before you ever get a Boots versus on the M3.
Yeah, man. Go to 54, champ.
it's
Go to
unfortunate.
54. Like, listen, you might not even get no smoke there neither.
No, he'll get smoked.
Terrence Crawford already mailed you the fucking belt and said, "I'm good."
I think
We ain't
Zoo will
fighting.
fight anybody.
Think about it, D1. One thing 54
know
was known
what-
for was
listen,
mixing it up, right?
There's one guy
That's what made that division dope.
There's one
And
guy
then-
you see in the media every so often. He talking shit. He lives down under. He's all about that life. Okay, the fucking crazy white boy from down under will give you everything you're fucking looking for, live in real fucking time. Already sent you an offer, motherfucker. You want to come up here and fight?
bro.
Let's get it.
Hopefully,
Nobody want to
all
fight
the
though.
hopefully
They
all the
don't want
reports
that.
are right, and we get
Tim Zoo
Mel back.
crazy as shit, bro.
Yeah.
Tim Zoo fucking lick his blood and fucking fight you for 17 rounds after his fucking top vein is squirting blood all over the place. His fucking trainers don't even know to stop him. Just let him keep fighting. It's good for you. It builds character. Fucking what?
I used to be choking.
They don't
They
want no
mismanaged
smoke,
that
dog.
situation too.
Zero. I'm
They
straight on
mismanaged that. They was supposed
Boots
to
might go
stop
to
it.
60. He might say, fuck all that. I ain't
Telling
trying
you.
to see none of that.
Yo,
And
but
he
check
sells
this out.
tickets.
He had the same problem on the other side, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been
And
saying. Like,
he
they're
was
scared
30
to
fights in.
death. They don't want nothing.
He's a bleeder, bro.
Man, it's tough, man. It's tough because I know people see what we see, bro. And I don't know if
There
that
ain't no other way to
justifies the
see
money,
it, my
but
boy.
I think
There's
that's
no
what
other
it
way.
is, bro. Like, and look, I ain't gonna put it on Norman Jr. because I know he ain't crunching the numbers and shit like that. Is you
Well, I
gotta
already
put
know.
blame on the management. They handle that. It was on them. Of course, he gonna roll with it, but that's because he paid them people to do that job. And maybe, like I said, time will tell if it was a bad move, right? If he lose a fight and don't make it back to even be able to negotiate again with Boots, it's gonna
He'll
be
be
a bad
kicking
move.
himself in the ass for the rest of his life.
Yeah, but he's young enough, though. That's why I was saying, he wants to use up here cooking on it. Nah, I ain't saying that Boo's supposed to take money out of his purse, none of that. But the question I guess becomes, how bad do you want the belt? You get what I'm saying? I ain't saying you're supposed to get extorted for money to get an opportunity to fight for it, but that's what you become. That's the question you start to have to answer, right? Because you had this problem before, and now you're in a position, if that's even an option, to possibly give up money. I ain't saying you're supposed to do it, but it's just a fair question as to how bad do you want it, or do you say hell with it and just go beat up Aaron or go to 54. I ain't mad either way. I just wish they could have made it. You know what I'm saying?
Here's a point I made before. I could see Boots saying, maybe saying, okay, I'll give up some of my purse. Only if he was fighting Norman and it was becoming undisputed. That would be the only way I would say, if I was Boots' manager, saying, okay, do you want to give up some money? Because other than that, no. The boy just started making money. I mean, come on.
Shout out
That's
to
a
you,
great
Boxing
point.
Menu. Appreciate you, homie. Thanks
Great
for stopping
point.
through. And thanks
Great
for
point.
being a moderator, too, using that wrench. Good shit.
If
who's-
Boots would have been doing this for a long time and making money, it'd be one thing. He's just starting to make money. Why?
That's a great
And
point,
like
bro.
I said, this is not for undisputed. This is just for a title.
But like I said, it ain't no wrong thing for Boots, right? Even him, he ain't crunching numbers and shit either. So it's not on him. It's just a situation that's unfortunate for boxing because it's a missed opportunity, and it's a shittier situation for Boots because now he's forced to pretty much, like I said, that 65-35 split out of a $2 million pot, which would suck. And it's like you a challenger down there with a belt. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy as hell. That's like, wow. And it's like you can't even grow your name the way you want to because you forced to fight a dude in Germany. Now that's a gamble in and of itself.
Right.
You just deserve better than that, man. And I ain't trying to blame Eddie, but I just wish that situation wasn't like that. That's why I said it. Is the belt
So
even
what
worth it
happened
at
with
this time?
Karen can fight, too. He works off that movement. We might be not even talking about this right now, bro.
His ass went on the win streak, D1, since losing. He ain't lost since Boots.
No, been tearing shit up over
Snuck
there
in
in
the back
Germany.
So
door.
what was
Tape
wrong
a
with
lot.
Stanny Otis? He had to drop out of the fight.
It's appendix.
The appendectomy.
Yeah.
So how long did he say before he came back?
Yeah, but that wasn't like that. That was a chain reaction of fucking riboflavomyelo fucking ribolosis.
Yeah, that rhabdomyolysis.
And literally.
What the hell is that?
So
That
the
shit
blood disease from
Virgil had.
cut too much weight to try to beat on
Oh,
these
God.
little guys. It's like a guy like me, 6'1", damn near, fucking cutting down to 47, beating these little motherfuckers up. Come on, bro. You ain't impressing no real ones. You know what I mean? That's why I ain't never fuck with no guys that are over here. The only reason I'm good with 5'10" boots, what belts he got? The IBF? What's that belt come with?
The thing is, Cash, I think they made the pay-per-view. It's going to be like $15 or something like that.
But bro, I was
That's your
fucking
core
losing a
Cordina.
gasket
So,
earlier to that $15 fucking.
so I just,
man.
it's a test run to me. Just let it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Just a test run. It's just an opportunity. He just got to make the most of it. Let the numbers take care of themselves.
This is chess, strategic chess
Mm-hmm.
moves. You got to get some sort. Listen, you don't want to go to a negotiating table, and I'm just being real here. You don't want to go to the negotiating table right now if you're Shakur Stevenson with a Tank Davis. It don't make no fucking sense. And since we're fucking doing all this business and listening to teams and fucking this guy and that guy talk, it's what they're doing. There's no coincidence. Shakur goes over there, signs that fight. Then we got a fucking turkey cuts pay-per-view price in fucking quarters. Yay! Yeah, turkey. $15 for a fucking pay-per-view.
You would want to go into that fight with some type of something,
It's not
right?
worth $2 though. And that's what they're
You
doing. Trying to get some leverage, but
you get what I'm
I don't
saying?
know.
But like I
don't know. I don't know what that does for you in a tank fight.
Yeah, like I was telling y'all, I was on the phone with, somebody directly right next to him in the camp. And that was the thought too, because that wasn't an option for him to fight the guy right now. So what they did was go stay busy in the meantime. And that's why it only took 2 fights. And I was telling people, in the ideal world, if boxing don't fail us, the information that I got would line up perfectly. If you're done with that deal and your second fight would be February and it would be Zepeda, say he really finally stepped in there, and they were saying Tank was looking to revisit the Loma fight for the first quarter, that relatively leaves them free around the same time. People just be tripping because they want it right now. I get it, but just pay attention to what's going on. That move doesn't, people like, that just means you don't want to fight him. No, that means you staying busy. That fight is not available, and people have a hard time making peace with that. Like I said, it was very public that Loma walked away from negotiations for right now, right? If that was the case with Shakur, it would be public as well. It wouldn't be no top secret. Everybody would know that. That's why I say it's easy to see what he's doing. And I don't give a damn who you are, how good you are. More experience is always good going in there against Tank before you get there. So if you get a couple more fights in there, that's good for you. And it ain't going to take that long to do it. February be right here.
Loma's excuse was he was going home to be with his family. Yet, just not too long ago, we see him at a fight. That makes me wonder if they are negotiating and they just cut it off because the news got out early.
If from what I understand, like he that not in the mood, not right now, was in line with the lack of motivation and some other stuff, right? So
I don't know if you got
I heard him say next year
when you're already at the fucking table.
Who's the other guy fighting? Or does he have a fight?
He's getting older, D1. I just think he getting, he at that crossroads now where we ain't gonna see Loma too many more times in a professional ring. I'm just being real. I look at how much mileage he put on his body, and he had a great amateur career, right? It says one of the best ones ever. But he turned pro at like 26 with a lot of miles from the amateur, so he ain't the You get what I'm saying? Even with 20, 21, or 20, 22 fights, whatever he got total, he at the end. He toward the end, but he still can fight. So it's like a guy that's fought that long, that much, is not scared to get in the ring. But you damn sure better have every bit of motivation. You're gonna need that, fam.
Yeah,
If you even feeling like 1 foot in, you get what I'm saying? You gotta get ready for that mentally. Because Tank gonna bring it. He at his absolute prime right now. I think as dangerous as he's ever been. And that shit's is spooky. And they know full well what that challenge gonna be right now. He gotta really, get up the right way for that. And I ain't saying he can't, but if he fights somebody else D1 without fighting Tank, then it's what it is. You get what I'm saying? You swerve there.
You're obviously training very hard for this thing. Do you still feel hungry?
All right, so who's Denny's fighting, and what's the chance of Tank getting Denny's in the ring?
No, Denny's is probably tied up. Denny's is tied
I forgot who they said he was fighting.
Yeah, he's gonna fight Chamberlain.
For Chamberlain? Mark
Listen, listen. People don't understand this. There's a war brewing between fucking Al Heyman and Turkey. They're all moving chess pieces. This shit is, and if you just pay attention as a boxing fan, look at the rankings every so often, and try to fucking look at this shit as a logical human being, you can literally see what they're doing in real time. They're not fucking geniuses or anything like that. They're just making what the fuck makes sense. And if you got a little bit of logic, you know what I mean? Shit goes a far way as a boxing fan. You can see what they're doing. It's easy. I've been doing shit for years, but I
don't think it's a matter of one of the fighters not being ready. I think it's a matter of
me and Loma close in age.
Right
you getting up tomorrow for a fight?
No.
I got dough. I'm good.
I'll get up for a Tank fight right now.
A couple million, bro.
Tonight.
Fucking God, dog. We ain't.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
200 G's. Point them out.
That's why I say people got to be realistic when it comes to Tank. People ain't really turning him down like that. It's the first time we've ever had to sit through this. Because it's foolish. When you get that opportunity, you take it. And this will be the first time that I've seen somebody with proof completely find their way out of a fight. That's new. So I truly hope, like I said, what I got from some sources that they looking to revisit that.
There's no doubt.
I hope Loma's on board.
Well, Loma's the only one question mark because it's hard to get up when you're 37 years old. You've got nothing but your kids and money. Because make no mistake, you've seen how Bob promoted Loma. Loma was a company inside of a company. People don't know that. Like Aegis Klimas is his own fucking Bob Arum and whatever fucking Ukrainian, Uzbekistan fucking country they're in. They're getting theirs. This is a fucking, we're doing business together. He's not Terrence Crawford or any of them guys. He's getting real fucking money every time he fights. Hard to get up at 37 years old to get knocked the fuck out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, they think they're gonna get Ryan paydays, 30 million guaranteed. Like, where did you see what Ryan's guarantee was?
Dudes think that though. They gotta be stupid.
I do.
Because you ain't Ryan. You get what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense.
You're not Ryan, but you're fighting one half of Ryan. So if that if that check doesn't say 10 million, if I'm not getting a guaranteed 10 million to get, number one, we all know what the chances are of you getting knocked the fuck out. And we can say Tank was a puncher. You can say whatever excuse you want to use. The kid is a master boxer. The art of setting traps. There is no higher form of boxing than that. Ask any boxer, they'll tell you. When you can move around the ring and set a trap, and what's waiting in that trap can knock you the fuck out, we're in a whole different ball game. This ain't fucking Toto no more. We're not in Kansas, dog. This is something different. They know what they're getting into. Every guy that claims Tank ain't shit and he ain't fight nobody and blah blah blah, they know what.
That's a mirage. Yeah, that's some fake shit. That's some hating
for
shit.
certain.
Shout out to my guy Cash. Nah,
Shout
they I
out to
don't think
Cash.
they
What up?
called to say hi, but I'm trying to tell y'all from a guy that really be speaking to them people that just wasn't it. That wasn't the focus. They're entitled to talk to each other. They could have had a conversation, but I told
They
you I
be
got it
fucking.
directly from the source. That dude ain't gonna lie. He's very trustworthy, and I was privileged to even be on that phone call because that's something that wasn't gonna make it public. But he was so genuine in his response to people asking about that. He like, yo, that's not real. You get what I'm saying? It's not hard to believe if you just pay attention. That shit ain't gonna
I'm a
happen
big
right this
advocate of
second.
that. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
I hear what. Yeah, I mean, listen. Back in the days of Sugar Ray and them, when they didn't have these fucking pocket communicators, and oh yeah, let me fucking stop forgetting my guy right here. Let's get to fucking 30 likes. Where's the
Mm-hmm. Shout
fucking
out to
comment?
Cash, man.
Shout out to Cash always, but
Right.
shout out to Jay.
I just be
Smash
trying to
the
give
fucking
y'all the
like
real
button.
information. I
Love it,
promise
love it.
y'all,
Thank you for
if
pushing,
if
girl.
that man, if that
Always
man
you.
turns down an offer, Just
Bitches.
Do Boxing is going to be one of the first people all over it. I promise you that. I will make zero excuses, none of that. But I just understand how boxing is. We rush, we jump the gun. I'm trying to tell you that wasn't on the table.
I'm gonna.
PBC is never trying to make a fight with Shakur. Shakur can't make that fight by himself.
Listen, we don't know if they did or didn't because PBC don't move on Twitter. So we can't say they did and we can't say that they didn't. But what we can say is Shakur was contacted, and whatever the fuck that is, I think this is all ploys to make the Shakur and Tank fight bigger. Shakur takes them fucking little fights over there. The only one I'm worried about for him is Zepeda, which probably should have been.
All right, so if there was communication between PBC and Shakur's side, I'd love to know what was said.
What's the plans? That's what was said. Yo, what you got going on? Oh, word. So you're gonna fight with Eddie Hearn? I'm a Tank fan, so I'm probably gonna lean that way. But anything could be said. I've heard Shakur's manager say 2 years from now. Two of them. The money
is literally all fighters have said things that you can consider cap. Every fighter. It's not just Shakur. They all do it.
There ain't no fucking
Tank
cap
said
in their
after
raps,
Frank
they'll tell
Shakur
you.
was next. Remember that? Is he capping? Sometimes they just be talking, man. They be speaking from as a fighter, and I truly understand that as a fight fan. You can speak as an individual, but y'all make them decisions as a team. That's why you got a great team, because they put you in the best position possible each time out. PBC is not the answer to everybody's problems. I keep saying we don't even. You gotta understand these dudes gotta want you. You can't force your way over there.
They had something for you, boy. Though
You get what I'm saying?
You can't tell me they did.
Times like this is what I
Shakur
wish
Stevenson,
Tank would
we ain't got
talk
nothing
about.
for you. You're getting what? 3 mil a fight? Okay. What
And check
rematches
this out,
always make
D1.
more.
Remember the
Rematches
talk
always
was
make more.
ain't nobody gonna pay him that $3 million. Ain't nobody. He should have stayed with Bob. Ain't nobody gonna be willing to pay him that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Turkey and fucking Turkey
Eddie had
and
to
Eddie
offer
only
with
gave him a
Bob,
little bit
Eddie-
close to that, like 2.8, maybe 3.2. Then after
Eddie had to
taxes, we
offer
all know
with
what
Bob.
taxes do.
You heard me? Eddie had
Bud
to offer
Jr.
with
is
Bob.
all
He
right,
signed with
Cass.
Eddie.
I agree, bro. My boy
Right.
over here.
That's why I say I think he went with what was available and what he felt the most comfortable with. And I know PBC seemed like the answer, but the way I look at it, if you thought, maybe depending on his next move that determined when the fight was gonna happen, then maybe you think he should have went on that side. But I knew full well it wasn't. So I felt like in the meantime we was gonna see him do something else. And I keep saying 2 fights ain't no long ass time. It is February be over and done with fast. And you'll be to weigh your options again and see if this is where you should be at or do you need to be somewhere else. Better tell it all. You
Yeah,
don't
you're
need
right.
2 fights. Go ahead and get this test run done.
And listen, it only benefits Shakur to go beat these guys, but how well are these guys going to prepare him for somebody like Tank. In my opinion, I think Edwin De Los Santos is the only fucking guy that you can closely say, all right, if I want to get ready for a Tank fight, who am I going to fight? Cordina or Edwin? But Edwin's out with a shoulder. Zepeda is a southpaw. Well, he's not a real southpaw. I just found this out the other day watching Panda on Boxing Voice. These guys just like to stand.
Core natural right-handed.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Do you know why? Do you know why they want to stand left-handed? It's a center line thing. The lefty is always closer to center line. It's an advantage. It's a tactical advantage. You're a real lefty. I know that. It's a difference when you got your power back here in your left, like Tank does. I'm fucking hitting you with a left hand from La La Land. Your left hand that you got, that you throw a football with, it's going to be way harder than my bitch ass fucking non-writing hand that I'm over here playing games with and fucking straight lefts. You ain't doing shit with that thing. I'm going to take your jab away. I'm going to fuck you up. That's what's going to happen.
Keep saying
Just standing left-handed. It don't do no good for you, bro. It puts you closer to the center line, and that's it. That's it.
Especially if you ain't top notch with that shit. But yeah, man,
I think Shakur can fight. He can box. I don't know about fight yet. I gotta see him fight first.
Look at Boots, right? He more of the fighter that people like to watch, entertaining, get you the knockouts, the box, all that. Well balanced, polished fighter. He went somewhere else too. You get what I'm saying? As bad as he is, he went somewhere else too. Why? Because I think that's what was available for him.
It's activity.
You get what I'm saying? If you looking to make a change, I don't think everybody is, was looking to snatch him up as good as he is. Get what I'm saying? He went with Eddie Hearn. People like, why? Can we confirm that anybody else has something offered for Boots? I think that's what it comes down to. Somebody that you looking to be somewhere else, you gonna deal with, I guess, the person, or I would think the guys or the entity that is actively seeking you out. That looks like they have the most interest in you. You know what I mean? Then you look at the situation is right. So I don't know.
See, that's something I don't understand. I will never understand the fact that PBC let Boots get away.
They did, and that's what I was saying earlier. Like, you can't, like, how does he get away from a promotional company and fall into Eddie fucking Germ's hands?
You know what Eddie got up?
But Eddie will also
the activity D1 and the dates.
The dates. That's to me.
You get what I'm saying? He fought Via, and he was about to be in a situation where he inactive.
Them guys don't.
You get what I'm saying? And that's dumb. So that's why I think he moved. It all depends on what the fighter wants. A lot of times we as fight fans, we talk about what we see makes the most sense because we be talking about this shit every day, breaking it down. But I don't think we don't consider enough what the fighter is looking for. I just don't think it's easy to navigate the business of boxing at this stage. It's tough because you look at PBC, they deal with a lot of inactivity over there, and then you know they love to put their fighters in there with quality guys. So that's not the best situation for everybody. Everybody don't want to fight only 1 or 2 times a year. They're not cool with that.
That could have been 2 more side
factor for Boots.
If we can't get 2 more likes, I'll give you this like. Better hit the fucking like button. Like, what the fuck? Shit shouldn't be a chore to remind everybody to hit the fucking like button. And then you're over here rattling off at the thumbs and you realize, oh, wait a minute. I didn't hit the like button. When in reality,
he ain't picking his fights.
You shouldn't have came in here. I know you're fucking. It's gonna be tougher, bro. And now everybody's running this fucking campaign. Fuck you, Eddie. It's only gonna get tougher from here, KB.
I can't shit on and go too crazy on the guy we've seen people actively say no in a row since he got to a weight class, and he's literally been fighting the people that say yes. It's the same thing with Tank. He's literally fighting the people that say yes. He's literally in the same situation where he's fighting more than likely, possibly if he's gonna fight in November, option B or C, because he only can fight who's gonna step in there. He went for Loma. Core was gone for Zepeda. They got something at us, and that's just what it is. Till I see that dude actively turning away smoke,
shit?
can't be mad at him.
Did you see the boxing voice with Panda on it? Saying that
boxing voice.
Yeah, Coach Panda was on there yesterday. I fucking deleted
Oh, he
it.
was saying
they were ready in November.
Shakur didn't want to fight or some stupid
This is
shit.
the games that who the fuck? Every Mexican, you know who they believe, right?
Yeah, of course. But it's like if we all got eyes, we watched it happen in real time. That man said he wanted to spend time with the family. Next thing you know, there was rumors about him and Cambosis or Farmer. They said Cambosis is out, Farmer is in. The way I look at it, Farmer is, I believe, a southpaw as well, ain't he? Southpaw. At his best, he was a slick guy. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? How they do that? Hotep. Nah, I can't Hotep and Farmer win because Shakur got to fight Zepeda. And that would make those two fights worth it in my mind. If you can get the bigger one on the back end, cool. And then from there, you weigh your options again and you see what makes sense. Just don't take no fight off the table by giving somebody the room to hang you. And that's why I love a 2-fight deal for him. That's why I love the 3-fight deal for Boots. He already got one out the way with another one coming. You know what I'm saying? So that shit, look how fast he gonna be done with that and able to look at his situation and see, should I re-up over here or do I need to leave?
Yo, I was watching the interview and this is how I came to the conclusion who I thought out of Zepeda and Core was ducking who. Who ended up with the better fight to tune up for one another? Zepeda. All things considered, Kevin Farmer
don't fight like Zepeda.
Exactly. None of these guys fight like Zepeda. Zepeda coming to get you. I'm
not
worried
that
about
Kevin
Core.
Farmer
I know
fight
you
like
got
Core,
your fucking. Zepeda might
slick.
fucking. Please God, don't let Zepeda fuck this bag up. You can't do this to me. We got all these ducks in boxing. I never even wanted to say that. Don't let Zepeda fuck this bag up. Please,
man. They just doing damage control, trying to come out that late and make it seem like somebody else was chose. These dudes is full of shit.
Yeah, but if you
I be getting a real story.
I know you do. I know you do.
I be getting. I like 3 little solid sources behind the scenes.
couple.
Yeah, 3.
I got you, dog. But listen, I'm trying to teach a casual boxing fan how to look at this shit. Like, who came out with the better prepared fights? Who would have strategically moved like this? It ain't no fucking chance in hell that Zepeda said whatever he said. Oh, now Shakur just ran over here to fight Cordina, and now you end up with a better fucking tune-up
in terms of preparation, right?
It's easy to see who made the move. And plus what happened before with Zepeda and Core, Oscar out here fucking chasing clout and coke. You know what I mean?
Seemed like Turkey.
It's easy to see if you fucking read between the lines and pay attention a little bit. This game is not babes. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Just subscribed. No, just
shout out to babes and the bill.
Hit the fucking like.
Hey, babe. Hey, man, man, at the end of the day. But I think only a fool will walk away from that bag. And that's my favorite fighter included. You find a way to not make that fight when it's presented to you, I have no excuse for you. No, that's my guy. I have no excuse for that.
Shit,
I have never heard a tank opponent complain about money. I've never heard a tank opponent say they didn't get paid or get treated right. I don't want to hear that. The first time I hear it be with my guy, because I'm gonna have to call it out.
Yeah,
trying to hear it all is low ball. I'm not trying to hear it.
You got
you on pay-per-view.
You got a successful YouTube channel. These motherfuckers are coming at you. I see your chat daily, dog. I just don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the back.
Yeah.
Chilling. I don't feel like typing, dog. I'm listening all the fucking time. The whole lineup. Kaz Sports.
We be here long enough.
Listen,
I listen more than I type.
I got you. I can't type as much as you see my paragraphs. I'm gotta listen for 14 weeks just to type one of them. I'm just saying, like, I listen to Kaz Sports like the fucking Bible. That man has taught me so much about boxing. I forgot and had to learn again. Our
I like his topics
JBT's
and stuff.
the shit. Got you, the unbiased. Jay covers the morning, the Rise podcast, and then me and William come scraggling in this bitch. BVO on point. The kid fucking works hard. I see the hard work he's doing. He's out there going to get it. Good shit, boys. And then the casuals.
Oh shit.
I look forward to Remo's programming just because for the fucking pure production value it has. It's fucking.
I knew it.
He's great at what he does, man. And I appreciate that because I spend hours fucking editing. I spend
ain't gonna hit anybody in the ring with anybody.
It's
my guy included.
We're getting better. On our team, we're getting better. Good work, boys. Keep up the fucking good work. I appreciate it.
I got more coming. You know what I mean? About to give me another laptop. I've been putting that on for a few months.
Matthew Bishop told his old lady, you want to talk some about Matthew Bishop is the realest fucking dude on YouTube to me. There's nothing nobody can say. Good shit,
Bishop salute.
Told his wife come in here and shit. My wife won't even come in here. The fuck? I'm just kidding. She'll come here sometimes.
My baby girl, wherever I say somebody cool, she gonna support
Your wife is cool as shit, but I actually met you in real life. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different thing. Fucking crazy, bro. It's crazy that all of us got together and got to this.
I think that we gonna make that happen again. Shit, I had it's crazy when somebody's wife show they man your channel. I had people come on my panels and show love like that. Dude and his wife, I believe they from Baltimore, if I ain't forgetting. Dopest thing ever. He like, yo, my wife put me on your channel, man. Then he show his wife, she in the back. You know what I mean? Dude's wives subscribing, telling me about their husbands and shit. I'm like, this shit is crazy. It's dope. It's a dope space to be in when you start building your community. Little by little, brick by brick, build by build.
Straight up, dog. And I've been in your chat since fucking crazy long time ago, bro.
Almost
it's crazy
time,
to
bro.
me.
Almost.
Like it was 1.6 thousand. And then I ran into Jay. Like, I don't even understand, dude. We were talking shit in the chat. And now this is the 13th week I've done this.
Right.
It's crazy to me.
You're gonna look back and see all this work y'all putting in and be proud of it. I'm telling you.
Real shit, man.
Cash going in. Shout out to my guy, Cash.
And listen, this is real shit right here. Whatever my husband tells me to do, I will never steer. He will never steer me wrong. He is my Superman. Plus, he's gotten me to love the sport of boxing.
Man, that's dope. Shout out to Dave. That's dope. That's how it is for my girl.
Shed a baby tear.
That's how it is for my girl. Now she love her some damn Keyshawn.
Yo.
Now she talking about wanting to go to Virginia to see Keyshawn. I said, yeah, she is real. She turning more and more into a little junkie.
This shit's crazy. Yo, my wife's a football girl, and my son is football. Like, I don't know what it is. They love fucking football. I never want to count on 10 other people to do a good job. Even though we all have to as human beings. Just playing a sport and the competitor I am, because make no mistake, bro, we're pitching quarters. I'm trying to motherfucking win. There's nothing you can do in life. You throw something, I'm trying to throw it further or better. There's nothing you can do in life that causes competition that I ain't already competing at. Anything I do, I'm trying to be the best at. There's no in between with me. I never knew how to do anything any other way. And shout out to fucking Matthew Bishop. See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Good shit, Matthew.
I'm kicking back here laughing, watching Cass and Hacker go at it.
Oh, shit.
Again, the biggest contributor to this shit. I appreciate you, Matthew, and I appreciate your wife. Thank you, guys. Real shit.
Shout out to Matthew and his wife.
Thank you, Matthew.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Supporting my guys up here.
I never thought I don't even know how it would feel to have 70 people watching me. I never thought one person would be in here. listening to me and this fucking dude.
Oh yeah, you'll get that.
It's crazy to me.
For sure.
Like
I know it was crazy that day I streamed that sparring video. Yeah. Streamed that fucking sparring video. I seen it was like about 700 people in there. I was like, wow. For this fucking just for a minute and 44-second video. I made that shit. Almost 690 something people was in there if I remember. My girl said it got up to 7 something, but I stopped looking at 6 something. I just
right? Like
wasn't. Yeah, I just stopped looking at it.
I don't even want to know if there's that many, so don't tell me.
And then now that live got 43K. That shit got 43 fucking K.
That's crazy.
The tanking that ain't sparring. Me playing it, I did like a little less than 2 hours almost, or something like that.
But
that shit, like, Senior sent that shit to me.
Dropped the fucking ball with that one. You got that sparring tape and they sent it to you for free and you're fucking pressed upload on YouTube?
Bro,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Somebody
you don't know we put a paywall up
what?
In front of everything? Fuck out of here.
I was laying in the bed. He sent that to me. I hopped up. I said, nah, I gotta go live.
You gotta be kidding me for free? Fight Hyper could have charged everybody on YouTube $1 to fucking view that. And they would have gladly
paid. That shit was crazy that day. It was in there. Tank just bring a different type of viewership. Like I remember calling. I think it was Tank. Was it Rolly or Ryan? Tank and Ryan. That shit did over 18K when I called the fight. Only him had brought them type of numbers. Like
Ryan drags it into Ryan.
Yeah,
every short I make on Tank will do 10K. Any other boxer, it's the only one that touched close to 10K is Brian Norman and Boots because they were a hot topic. Ain't no other boxer. Devin will draw in like 2,000, 3,000. Shakur will get the same as Dev. They're like you know what I mean? It's like tiers to it. And Tank's shit, I don't know what it is. If it's 12-year-old kids fucking blitzing the internet trying to find Tank knockouts, I don't know what it is. Because he ain't in the media. He's not giving interviews. Is it the tattoos? I don't know, man. Because Terrence Crawford,
I think it's the less is more. Yeah, I think it's the less is more approach. I think it's that. But he always delivers, or some would say even over deliver to an extent because he's so out of the mix until it's time to perform. And then he giving you what you want. So you get what I'm saying? And then when it's over, you see him a little bit, then he right back out the mix. So he kind of leave you wanting to see him again. And I think it works. It's dope. It's actually dope. He get it. Like to have that much restraint, knowing that everything you do and say go viral or it garner a lot of attention. For him not to chase it, and you get what I'm saying? It makes him a very intelligent fighter, smart guy.
Well, I think him not being out there and anything of his that hits the internet, it makes the people want it more. Like this little guy is knocking shit out. He won't give an interview. Any little fucking piece of footage. There's Twitter page upon Twitter page upon YouTube page that are just fucking.
I wish he would do more interviews with like the people, but I understand
tweet or something. Say something, dog.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, but I get it because that's why I try to do this shit with some integrity, man. You get what I'm saying? So when people hear me speaking to these fighters, they know what it's about. When I ask somebody to come on the show, it's to show love and give them. They just do. You know what I mean, highlight them, and then you could get into the other shit. But for the most part, try to show love and bridge that gap, man, between the fighter and content creator. There's no reason how we sit up here and build on this boxing hours and days, day after day, and we can't get, the same guys we talking about to come chop it up. Why not? There's nobody above that. Like I said, once I got Core on there and it wasn't no diva energy to do it, I say, yeah, you don't know me from a can of paint. I was like, nah, nobody should have that energy. Everybody should want to build, especially if you from Jersey. You gotta want to tap in. I gotta get your little Co on the show, man.
It told me a lot about Tank in interviews. Remember when he did that interview for the Rise and he sat there with him, and the whole time all he did was play on his phone.
Right.
And he gave you a few words answering questions. That was it. That tells you he don't want to talk.
Blue ass. Got him blue ass a little bit.
Right. He's not the kind of guy that wants to say a lot. He don't want to talk. You know, he's not a very public person at all.
Because
Dude,
it's
I remember
boxing, Will. It's boxing. Boxing make people like that because everything be fake and you never know what somebody's intentions are. That's why I be thinking they be hesitant to do these interviews. That's why when I do it, I'm trying to be very consistent with highlighting the fighter, giving them their credit, not being messy, having them open up. Like my favorite one is Shadeja Green, the second one, the last one I did. The way she opened up, talking about all that other stuff. Man, I loved it. I was like, man, because you could tell she rock with. And same way.
Comfortable.
That's how I want them all to be. You know what I mean? Relax over here. You know what I mean? It's a safe space. Like we gonna build. We ain't trying to make you look crazy, but we ain't fanboying either. Let's make that clear. We supporting them.
Takes talent to get that out of somebody, man. They gotta feel welcome, warmed.
That shit ain't.
Unless you know me, I'm fucking going off.
And I'm telling you, I always overthink that shit. I be having all types of questions that I be wanting. I be having mad shit. But that last one just flew for me. I was like, man, I appreciated all that extra she was giving me about her wife being bullied, fighting for free, fighting for a damn double cheeseburger and some nuggets and shit like that. Come on, man. You can't support somebody that fought for a McDonald's meal, bro. That's wild.
That's real shit.
She remembered the meal. I said, nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
When you know you come from the fucking bottom. And good night, Jay. Love you.
Good night, Jay.
Real shit.
Man, peace, OG.
Hey, the neighbors, Jay.
I'm only up because it's the fam. I'm talking to y'all. I would have been in the bed. Y'all asses is over here cooking. And I wanted to make sure I show some love the same way y'all show love. I had to pop up and talk to the brothers.
It is what it is. I rock with who I rock with because of the person. It's not even like it's just a happen chance that we got this whole group together, and I fucked with every podcast on the shit
crazy,
we
right?
even became something. It is
all
bizarre
motivation
to me. It's pure motivation. All the people in the
every
Apple
angle.
chat. Everybody in this group, even the people that aren't officially everybody is JBT. They already know that shit. But like, I get nothing but inspiration, man. It's crazy. Like Big Dre did the voice for our shit for my intro. Like he nailed that shit. I texted him real quick. I was at work. I'm like, let me see if he'll say this, and he fucking nailed it through one shot.
Quick.
Right back. I was
Dre,
like, oh shit, Big Dre over at home waiting on somebody to give him a little piece, motherfucker.
Be nice with it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the shit that makes me want to get up tomorrow and go get something, dog.
Right.
My boy in the cart waiting, what? Let me hit that voiceover. Right back at you.
Right.
Man, listen.
Well, I filtered out some of the stuff that I
even
watched.
Thinking about it, bro. I don't play zero games about this shit. I don't play zero games about my family. I'm passionate about this sport. Don't ever get it misconstrued. Like I go off but for family, like KB, old school, J Hardcore, BVO, Rise Pac, like them people, it ain't nothing but love. And the people in my chat, Melanin Queen, Matthew Bishop, even Boxing Hacker, people pay to get him out of here. This kid's a supporter. If he's got it, he gives. To every place I've ever seen him at.
Right.
Everybody's got a crazy fucking opinion. I can tell you shit about different fucking things in life. You'd be like, what, dog? But I damn sure ain't gonna get up on like the most popular podcast and be like, dog.
Look at Jay's comment. Thanks, Jay.
Debating's not even about it. Say that shit. Crazy work.
Stupid, man.
It's all
Shout
good,
out
dog.
to the big homie, man.
Yo, I think
we got a link again soon.
Yeah,
man.
bro. Listen.
So the next thing we trying to put this Keyshawn one in play now, so get everything in line. Just thinking that
Like
might be
said,
worth
bro,
a trip.
I think I'm going to that. You know what I mean? How much can it cost to go to a fucking Keyshawn Davis fight? It cost me $1,000
I've
to
seen
go
him
to
fight a
Philly.
few times already live. Each time he handled business, man.
And listen,
each time.
I like Keyshawn just as much as
Just
I
gotta
like
keep,
any young
just keep improving. I love what I hear about him in the gym too, like from these other fighters, more experienced guys. Yeah, like his temperament, man, and he work hard. He just getting better. I just want to keep seeing him improve, bro. And he be having fun with this shit. That's what
Young
people,
too.
that's why I be like, how y'all mad if these dudes is 25, 26, 27? I'm like, yo, think about yourself at 27 years old, bro. Imagine having a bunch of money
You know
and
what
being
I
on
was doing
TV.
at 27, dog?
You get what I'm
Couldn't be
saying,
here on
dude?
no fucking podcast or fucking doing
You get
anything
what
of
I'm
the sort.
saying?
I was
Dudes
hitting
got whole
licks, dog.
families,
I gotta
whole
go get
families,
it.
women, they taking care of business, beating ass at the top of their
Yes, bro.
game. I'm like,
Raising
yo, they
children.
doing good, bro. They doing
Great young
good.
men and women.
All right, Josh. So here's the $1 million question: when do you think we'll
Yes, sir,
actually
bro.
get Keyshawn and Andy?
Once Andy's
Hmm.
ready.
You know
Truth be
what? Yeah,
told,
because people look. I know them amateur wins is
he's
what
a
they was,
slapper.
but you go back and look, them fights were good. Andy just had
Super
that
good.
amateur point system down pat. Keyshawn fought him very well in them fights. And he get his ass beat how people make it seem, but a loss is a loss, win is a win. But
Right.
I think Andy's still adjusting to the pros and he gonna get somewhere, but he kinda on the fast track. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll
Yeah, they
be a
do got him on
little
the path.
while, but they're gonna make sure they confident before they try to make that fight. Despite what they say, man, they know Keyshawn is a good fighter. He got a
Right.
pro ready style. You know what I'm saying? Like his transition from an amateur to a pro was very smooth because he already naturally had a pro style. Where Andy, see, he spent it was 2 gold medals. That same shit. All that time you spend in there, you be a damn amateur. So his transition period was just a little different. You see him still picking it up, right? But I think we
That's
could
what I
see
seen
that
with
fight.
Bozy.
I think it'll be a couple years though down the line. I
Right.
would say.
I'll tell you
But I
one
would
thing:
love to see it.
it will be a
Andy's
hell of
running
a
out of
fight
time.
because you
Yeah,
got Keyshawn training under Bomac, and then you got
yeah,
Andy training under
yeah.
Bosey.
Bozy,
Well, the
man,
reason they sent
man.
him to Bozy is because he's a slapper. He don't turn his punches
Right.
over. He's
They wanted to turn them punches
pity
over. I knew
packers.
as soon as I seen that hook up, I said, yeah, he trying to transition to a
Turn
pro.
some
He
shit
want to
over.
punch through the target.
Yeah.
Been doing well too. That dude can fight, man. Andy Cruz can fucking fight.
I
Yeah,
don't
He
he
know what
can.
really
people
can fight.
think. Like he can really fight, and Bozy
He
has
really
been
can
doing
fight,
this.
bro.
Like
Great
you
motor.
seen Bozy's other two sons fight. Like he's a fighter.
I seen
This shit.
Farah in this.
It's a family business. This shit, bro, and it gets
Mm-hmm.
passed down from generation. We're almost dead. That's why we need to fucking get on this YouTube and push this sport forward with
Do his
all of
shit
our
right.
might.
That's what I
Like
be
real
trying to. That's
shit.
why I call it.
It's
Build this sport
almost
up.
there.
Like we ain't got
This
to be
shit's
the ones tearing this shit down. When
life
they think
support.
of JBT, they're gonna be like them dudes passionate about this sport. They talk their shit, but they build it up. They don't tear it down. That's
That's
simple.
it. And I know I
That's
went
my
hard on
message. I
Brian
can't
Norman
sit here. Yeah,
today,
I
but
wouldn't dare to do this every day if I shitted on it the way people do. It wouldn't be
Right.
entertaining for me.
exactly,
Right.
bro. I can't be up here fucking
Yeah, I
throwing
couldn't
rocks
do it.
at these dudes like I'm some. I ain't
Yeah,
better
it's
than
like
nobody, nowhere,
this shit
nothing.
hard to do, man. If it was
Very
easy,
hard to do.
everybody would be beating ass for a living.
Very.
Everybody swear they could fight. We'll go do it for real then. You know what I'm saying?
Armchair
That shit
quarterbacks
hard, man.
ain't never smelt a boxing gym in their life. Matter of
Telling you.
fact, they ain't never even thrown a punch at somebody. Just because they shot a jumper or fucking played a football game, think that they can come around and say what's going on.
Telling you, some of
This
these like
it's a
gym
different
stories
game.
and
It's not
just
even a game. It's a way of life.
man, right?
It's
Seeing
different.
these guys prepare and hearing being like a fly on the wall of some of these situations are, being connected to somebody that's able to see some of these dudes put their work in is crazy. Like I don't give a damn nothing.
It's a
No
blessing.
average
It's a
lightweight wants to
blessing.
spar a super middleweight. No,
Right.
fucking, you get what I'm saying?
No.
People could try that shit all they want. People don't be doing that with ease. And I seen Jamal Charlo turn down smoke with this guy. He's a world class, fucking undefeated champion. And here it is, it's this fucking lightweight willing to jump in there with this guy and give him multiple, like 8 to 10 rounds straight. That shit, you can't make that shit. You can't convince me a guy like that is scared.
You can't.
Like, it's just certain
And then
shit
you
you
gotta
don't
go
do,
to
like headgear or not. Shit. I think it
strength and
was some studies
conditioning to
showing
know
that you take even more punishment with that shit.
there ain't no rest for the wicked. the guy that you're about to go
Shit
fight.
crazy, but
he's probably
I had y'all
training right
boys
now.
up here long enough, man.
Yeah.
Much love
Yo,
to my
listen.
brothers, man. I appreciate y'all building with your
248.
boy, man. I know it's late. I know y'all
Appreciate
ready
you
to
coming up, bro.
I appreciate
definitely,
you,
man. I had to make some time for my bros, man, for sure.
Can't believe we've been almost 3 freaking hours almost.
Appreciate you,
Telling
dog.
you.
Old school, I
I did
appreciate you.
about,
And Crush, I know
what?
you at work, dog, getting them truckers out and shit.
Yeah,
I
shout out to
appreciate you
Crush.
too, OG. TWT, shout out to them too.
Zach
Crush
B.
is part of the family.
My God.
Fucking, I already know what it is. BVO,
Zach B.
fucking
a real one, for
casuals,
sure, man.
all of
For
y'all.
sure.
Let's Talk Fashion,
Appreciate
Rise Podcast, KB, fucking Just Do
Mhm.
Boxing. I know I'm like the only one that calls you by
That
your name.
remember somebody was like, "Who's KB?" I forgot one. Yeah, that shit was funny.
Motherfucker, pay
I said that's how I
attention,
know he.
dog.
I
That's
said
how I
that
knew he
too.
fuck with. That's how I knew he
Straight
fuck
up.
with me. Cause I said anybody that called me that, you really be listening to the
That's
videos
it,
and if
bro.
you can. I'm getting
The
back to
crazy
it though,
part
D1.
was,
I'm gonna get back to
No
it.
doubt. I can't
the
wait,
crazy
dog.
part was I
really
knew your
can't.
name, but I didn't know that's what he was. I didn't think that's what he was talking about.
That's when I first seen him say. I said, "Yeah, he be watching the content."
Yeah, I'm about to start
I
dropping
heard Knockout
angry.
do my intro to my videos one time. I thought that was funny.
I'm about to
So,
start
yeah,
doing the
gotta
Angry
get
White
back to it.
Men news, boxing news,
Uh,
once a day, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna just fucking release a video every day. I'm just getting the job
I gotta get
done.
back to doing like the morning joint. You know, I
That's
used
what
to
I'm
have to do
saying.
like 4 to 5 upload, between 4 and 6 uploads a day.
And truth be told, your
And
content
I
done,
wasn't
you
doing
gotta do
lives at the
that.
time. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get back to that. You know what I'm saying? Having fun with it, editing these videos, chopping them up. I did some pretty good edits that did some really good numbers.
No doubt, I can't wait. Humans are creature of habit. As long as you upload at the same time every day, no matter if it's one great video or 5 bad videos, humans need the creatures of habit. They need fucking, you know what I mean, repetitiveness, patterns. That's why consistency is king on YouTube. It don't even really matter what you're talking about, because I've listened and watched YouTube content creators that ain't so much creators as they think they are, and they're just spewing bullshit, but people continue to show up every day because you're there. You're there.
Like filler.
People are,
A lot of filler in them
don't want to give
shits.
too many
A lot of
tricks away.
propaganda.
Don't want to give too much of the game, but there's a little bit.
Right.
Which I got from my OGs. You know what I mean?
All right, let's call it a night, bro. I'm tired.
William Old School, probably the first ever white OG ever in the existence of man.
Shout out to William Old School, man.
Yo,
shout out to the
thank you,
JBT
boys.
family, man.
We
D1,
out.
my God, Matthew. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you.
Oh,
shout out to you. And that was his
fucking
wife in the building, right?
Yeah.
Peace
Shout out
and
to him and
blessings
his
on
wife.
me. We out.
Man, we out. Peace,
Peace out,
fellas.
everybody.